Hello, Hotfix Nation, and welcome back to another episode of Hidden Heroes. This is, of course, the Hotfix show where we showcase speedrunners who are part of marginalized communities and the games that they're passionate about and that they want to show off. My name is Anarchy, and if you didn't know, this Sunday and Monday, June 14th and 15th, Lady Arcaders will be putting on Out of Bounds Toronto, which is going to be live from Toronto Games Week, and it's filled with 2 days of awesome women and femmes in the gaming and speedrunning community. It's going to be a really, really great time. I'm going to be there. I know a bunch of people that all of you know will be there, and it's going to be a really great time. And to celebrate how amazing and wonderful Lady Arcaders is, because I know we have a lot of friends in chat who are Lady Arcaders, frequent participants on this show are also Lady Arcaders, and just generally really great friends are involved. So we're going to be showcasing 3 runs from Out of Bounds 3 tonight for you on Hidden Heroes. Just to go over the schedule a little bit, we'll be having up first Metroid Crime, who's going to be running Headlander, like the Metroid Crime. And then we'll be having 3-Pup with Absolum, who they will also be running at SGDQ, so that's going to be a great time. And then we'll also be ending off with Sanjan, who will be showing us Mass Effect 3. So it's going to be a great night with a lot of great gamers, so make sure you stick around for all of that. For tonight's shirt bit, we've got this Inter Miami jersey. It's got Messi on the back, of course, since, of course, the World Cup is starting, and Out of Bounds 3 is sports themed. You know, I love a good sport, and this jersey is pink and stuff, and I like it, so yay. But with all that being said, I've talked enough, and we've got some runs to get started. So I want to welcome on Metroid Crime and friends with Headlander Out of Bounds %. So good luck, have fun, and Lady Arcaders mentioned.
Lady Arcaders mentioned, thank you so much, Anarchy. Hello, everyone. I'm Metroid Crime, and I'm so happy to be showing off Headlander today, which I don't think has been shown off ever on the GDQ channel, so that's super exciting as well. Really excited for Out of Bounds Toronto. This category is called Out of Bounds %, so it lines up perfectly. And here on commentary, I have with me Indie Villain and Laszlo.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Me too.
Yay! Awesome. Okay, so let's get started here. I'm just gonna create a new game. And as soon as I choose this head, because I'm choosing my Headlander, time will start. So in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, good luck.
Thank you. I'm gonna skip these cutscenes and start running. So this is a sweet game. It came out in 2016, and it's a combination Double Fine and Adult Swim game, which is just really cool. Really great humor in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good combo.
I feel like, yeah, for humor and also just for like design. I love a Double Fine game.
Yeah. So we're just going through the tutorial.
Choice,
Yeah, I love the aesthetic in this game. The retro futurism is just, it's totally me.
Literally, it's just so funny that you have defined yourself like a Metroid Crime game, and it's absolutely just like, I think the Metroidvania, the like very high visual aesthetics, the like gimmick, like there's always just like a really fun gimmick or like difficulty to it. I feel like this is just so right up your alley. I was like, yeah, of course, Crime would play this.
Okay, so we're gonna get our first power up here. This is basically a tutorial level, and we now get the ability to suck.
Yay!
Which is great, because we're gonna use it to pull this robot's head off, and now we take its body.
Aberration detected. Shepherds converge.
And I'm going to launch off there to get into this room very quickly. Turn off these lasers. And we're gonna swap to this Roomba.
Shepherd auxiliary.
Hooray! Look at you go!
Yeah.
It's the little guy.
This is awesome.
Yeah, we also have the ability to eject dust.
Oh my gosh! Little dust toots.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna fly off here, and we're gonna open up this hatch so that we expose this, and whoa.
Very nice.
So we're off the tutorial ship.
Yeah.
Yay!
Across the tutorial. Alright.
Hey, so where's your body?
Good question. So this is a future where everyone has given up their bodies to live in immortal robot bodies. They still have all their thoughts and feelings, as far as anyone can tell. I mean, there's story stuff, obviously. But we are from a different... we don't really know why we have an actual human head right now, story-wise, because we've lost our memory, and we also can't talk because we don't have lungs. Because we're just a head.
Right, that makes sense, right.
Okay, cool. So I want to avoid these lasers because they're nasty. Sometimes you have bad RNG and line up improperly, but we're gonna grab these power-ups as well. They're like those rainbow power-ups, and what they do is, there's a skill tree in this game, but we want to get a very specific skill set to make it easier for us to get through. This is not a full
RPG run for you.
Yeah, this is not like like an any percent run. So because it's out of bounds percent, we're actually skipping through a good deal of the game. I want to say we skip a good third of it.
That's a lot.
There are still triggers we
Yeah.
have to hit though, so like there's specific things we do have to do in the run to make it work. Like you can't just skip to the end. So we'll have to do specific things and get in and out of bounds at the right points, or and that gets really tricky.
For sure. I just love this open area here. It's so cool.
Wow.
There's the shag carpet room.
Yes, I love this room.
Sometimes you catch some good voice lines going through there.
That's so good. Crime, I'm coming to your place, and I assume like that's what's gonna look like.
You're not totally wrong. Okay, so another fun fact is that if you look in the bottom right of the screen, you can see the name of the body, the person's name who was in that body. So this is Citizen Sabrina 11. And it'll change. Not with the these are called shepherds, and they are like color scaled, so they go red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. And that's how the game like locks you out. That's the Metroidvania part of this game. That's how the game locks you out of sections. So I'm just going to fire that off there.
So Crime actually plays on controller, which kind of makes the shooting combat a bit more difficult, but you know, she's experienced, and she also kind of pre-sights where she's going to shoot a lot of times.
Yes.
And you have a laser to guide, and if you're doing bouncing shots, it can get really complicated, but you'll see those throughout the run as well.
Yeah, we are, there's not a ton of people who run this game. It's me and one other person. Shoutouts to Anomalous Zero, who taught me this game. Basically, I was like, oh, this would be a fun game to speedrun. I wonder if anyone else has speedran it. And so I literally I emailed the other person who speedruns it, and they got back to me, like, almost immediately, like, oh yeah, sure. And then they wrote out, like, notes. They hadn't speedrun it in, like, 8 years, but they still went through their video and gave me notes, and it's very cool. It was really awesome.
That's so nice.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
Speedrunning's cool.
Yeah. Loki, yeah.
Okay. So we have this shield, which will... Let's try to do this. Perfect. Get that door open. So you can bounce shots off your shield. The problem is that you might notice that... Oh, wait, come on. Okay. Woo. Tricky there.
Nice.
Gonna align these satellites.
I don't believe you can use your thrusters while you're using your shield, right?
So I don't have thrusters at the moment, but yeah. So one of the things that happens is that your shields and your thrusters use the same slot, like the same. It's the same power up bar. It's in the top left of the screen. So they affect each other inversely, which you'll see it becomes a bigger problem later on. You also recover health when you switch to a new body,
Lockdown initiated.
which is a useful thing to know. Just gonna take these guys out here. Okay, cool.
Disengaged.
Do you ever feel bad about these crimes you're committing against these robots?
There's a voice line later on that talks about that. like specifically calls that out.
Dang. Inquiring minds want to know.
Okay. This is satellite 2. So there's 5 of these satellites we have to get in total to open up the next area. I'm gonna run back through this section we've already been through.
While you do that, Crime, I did want to ask about. So you're the founder of Lady Arcaders.
Yes.
If no one knew, Crime is the founder of Lady Arcaders. So I wanted to ask, kind of, what was your thought process, and why did you kind of come up with a community like Lady Arcaders?
Oh goodness. So I was kind of like, okay. So when I first started streaming on Twitch, I didn't really have like a community that I really like connected with or anything. So I kind of just made my own, originally intending for it to be like a stream team type deal. But it kind of evolved into way more than that. Especially because like there were so many people who like were asking me questions about like, how do you get started in streaming? Like what do you suggest and stuff like that. And so it kind of evolved into Lady Arcaders eventually. And what we tend to do is like that kind of still carries through, because like we have we run shows called Attract Mode on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and like behind the scenes we have people who are helping out tech-wise, who are learning new skills. We have people who are commentary buddies who host, and people are always like learning, and I love being able to kind of facilitate that type of thing for everyone. And also just I love the community as well.
I love the idea of like if you struggle to find a community, or like you are just looking for a very specific thing, just making your own.
Yeah.
Like, I really admire that. That's just
for
a
sure
cool thing to do. Yeah. We were orange for a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's try to get that body back. There we go. So we are orange now, so we can get through different doors. Sneak past that guy. Oh, come on. There we go. So you can launch off of your body in order to propel yourself forward to get through some of those enemies. Otherwise, they will stop you and waste your time. And we're speedrunning, so.
Right.
I just love watching the head do stuff. Like just floating around. It looks
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
so
well,
good.
Yes. Oh yes.
Possible intruder inside.
So when you switch into one of these shepherds, you never know what kind of weapon you're gonna get. I really hate those tri-split weapons. They make it really difficult to like aim. There we go. Okay, so we switched into this orange body with a single beam. Just gonna do that to get by him. And this is our last satellite.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we're getting to the end of the satellite.
So I'm gonna go in here, and then we're gonna take down this force field. Align this last satellite, and then we're gonna go and take an intentional death to speed things up. There we go. Okay, so if you just like fight all of the enemies, it sends like 3 waves or 4 waves of enemies. If I do it this way, I just die once, and then it takes down the force field. So I'm just gonna place myself here, and we're gonna get a rainbow explosion. Come on.
Yay, it's so pretty.
Yay.
I love the rainbow explosion.
Happy Pride Month.
Yeah. Okay, now I gotta wait for it to spawn in this orange guy. There we go.
Looks like y'all made Methuselah madder than a wet hen. He's sending in more of his boys.
Methuselah?
Yeah, the big bad.
So,
Methuselah?
yeah. all of you are the like only human left that you know of. Everybody else has uploaded their consciousness onto
Yes.
like this mainframe, and Methuselah is the artificial intelligence that has kind of commandeered that, and that's why you're in like this hostile environment.
The citizens
Yellow.
don't know what's going on,
Lockdown
or they're oblivious to what's going on. They just know that there's these security guards and they're keeping everyone safe, but are they really?
Yellow access granted.
Nice day.
Okay, so, cool. So I have this body that has yellow beams now. So we're able to get through this door at the end here. Launch off of here and head into the next section. We have to steal this person's body first. Go ahead.
Speaking of heading places, Outbound 3 is gonna be in Toronto. It's gonna be live and in person. What's it been like setting that up? And I know it's a part of Toronto Games Week. So what's that been like?
It's been great. This is our 3rd year running, and honestly, it's so cool to see how it's grown and how we've like gotten better at optimizing the event in general. It's very cool to be a part of Toronto Games Week. I guess it was 3 years ago now, I like randomly applied for to be like an event organizer at Toronto Games Week, not expecting anything out of it, and they were like, yeah, sure, we can let you run your speedrunning event. I was like, oh, cool. So that's kind of how it's gone. Toronto Games Week is also, oops, okay, let's do that again. Ouch. So Toronto Games Week is super supportive of us, and just in general, like, it's basically a bunch of independent events organized by a bunch of independent organizers across the city, but it's all like cohesive under the Toronto Games Week umbrella. Let me just wait here for a second to do this so I don't get squished again. Okay. Cool. So yeah, if you're in Toronto, please come check out Toronto Games Week, June 11th to the 17th. We're actually, Lady Arcaders is also going to be at the opening party. We're going to have a tent to teach people how to speedrun. So if you've never speedrun before and you want to learn how to speedrun, please come by. It's on the waterfront at the Canada Malting Silos on the night of the 11th.
That is so cool.
And one thing I want to add on to that as well is that for Out of Bounds, you do not have to qualify to be part of the community to attend the event.
Yes.
If you're in the Toronto area that week, please stop by, get a taco and a drink, and sit down and watch some speedruns.
Yeah.
Yay! Yay!
And we'll be eating tacos.
Yes.
Eating tacos.
Okay. This, perfect. So this part's really quick and really intense. We're about to head over to the big major skip in this category, the Out of Bounds skip.
That's the name of the event.
In the category. It's all coming together.
Okay, we're gonna go in here, use our boost, and you're gonna see me open up the menu to level up some upgrades here. It just makes us faster, makes us more healthy.
I wish it was that easy.
Yeah, I know, right? So I'm gonna do this, and I'm actually going to use my keyboard here to line myself up. Oh.
It's
Uh-oh.
time for a reminder on the importance
That might be
of
okay.
management from your
We did it. Okay. Cool, so now we're out of bounds.
Gentle push.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
Sink into the floor.
So good.
Okay, so, very quickly, you'll notice stuff happening in the top right with the map, but you're not going to see much when I'm out of bounds because it's just going to keep the same window up until I hit another section. There we go. But I'm carefully calculating my boosts. So you'll see the bar go down, and I'm kind of counting at the same time as soon as we get out to where I have to set up. But I go here, and then I'm going left. It's faster and more efficient to not just like hammer on your boost, but rather like press it. Like I press it around like 11 times, so you'll see me slowly press that down and the bar disappearing. That's the only indication that I'm moving in some of these levels.
Y'all found
I was gonna say, I love
Hey.
these locations we're just looking at.
Once y'all find them.
There's a lot of cool rooms we're skipping here.
Yeah, for sure. Let this fill up halfway. Okay, now I'm gonna start going to the right. And I'm going to go to the right about 2 bars here, so 1, 2, 6, 11. Wait for that to fill up. I'm still holding right here, you can't tell, but 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm gonna hope that I'm aligned right. I'm gonna start heading up, so it's about 1.5 up, and if I'm not aligned right, I'm gonna die. So hopefully that's not the case. Cool.
Oh, I recognize that room.
Yeah, I'm also just
Hey, that
gonna
was
head
awesome.
here. I'm gonna head here just to make sure this guy spawns as well. Okay, cool. So I need both of these robots. So now I gotta get back in bounds, which sometimes it takes me a little bit, sometimes it doesn't. We're gonna find out.
This isn't
So
easy either. So you kind of have to do like a reverse
we go.
pull on that. Oh, nice. Got it
Oh
really
wow, that was
fast.
fast.
Let's go.
okay. Oh gosh. Yeah. So it is a reverse pull, and then you have to suction yourself onto it.
Yeah.
And now we've skipped a lot. We've skipped a lot of the game. So also, as a consequence, the enemies are a lot more difficult. So I have to be very careful to not die. I also have to be careful to not lose this robot, because if I lose this robot, there is no replacement.
You skipped green.
I did.
We didn't get to be green.
I'm green years old. What is your grief?
Incomprehensible.
Do that, and then I'm going to use this body to fall down here. Shoot this. Shoot that.
This robot looks so intimidating.
Right.
Yes.
It's been
I'm
working
so
out.
mesmerized you did all that out of bounds navigation. That was awesome.
It's really cool. It's like, it's such a cool part of this game. There's not very many skips in this game or anything. Like, that is really the only big skip that you can do. Because actually, fun fact, the developers were apparently watching, the other runner of this game, they were watching them when the game came out, and they actually, like, patched out the bugs.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. Except for this one. They didn't happen to catch this one, so...
Arguably, this is one of the coolest ones.
Yeah.
At least there's that.
I see your blue.
Okay, so now we're gonna get back on this bot. Well, this is technically a green bot. It's just not one of the big green
Yay,
bots.
okay.
We're green.
We're green.
Green. Okay, and we're gonna get in the zapper, attach ourselves here, and zap. Okay, so now this is the difficult part of the game. There's a lot of story stuff that happened, and Methuselah's kind of shown their true colors at this point. And they've sent a bunch of robots to attack us. Just gonna collect
a little
this. We're just a little ahead.
Winters. The ERL was
Speaking of
alive.
this, do you?
You are
I know you run this category. Do you have any other plans for this game? Do you want to run any of the other categories? I assume there's like an 80%.
Yeah, so there is an 80%, there's 100%. I am not a big fan of the middle of this game, so this run is actually perfect for me. This category is perfect for me.
Yeah.
There's a lot of tedious back and forth in the other categories, so I haven't actually attempted it. It would be fun. I think 100% would be really long. I'm kind of spacing myself out here so I can ram into these guys. But it does take out my shield, so I'm watching that. Because there's a lot of nasty checkpoints in this section. Now, hopefully... There we go. Okay, good. Sometimes that guy gets me.
our meeting is inevitable.
So,
Are inevitable.
we're this robot. We're going really fast here. But this robot has a weak body. However, we can do this really cool slide that we got an upgrade for. That allows us to destroy all these robots by just kind of sliding into them. And we're just kind of waiting for the lockdown to end here. The doors are very sassy. There we go. Okay. This is another kind of tricky section because there's these turrets that are shooting, so I don't want to be in the path. But I also can't use a shield because if they hit me with the shield, I will probably die. So there we go. Cool. That's cleared. We don't really need any of these power-ups anymore because we have all the upgrades we need.
Very long time. It could not be coaxed from the citizens, no matter how.
There we go. Okay. So this is another intense section. Don't know if this is... Okay, it's not going to spawn that top guy first, so... we kind of have to go back and forth and fight these robots here. They have very strong beams, though. And we're purple, yeah. Oh, this... Okay, so...
Strongest spots.
So this is annoying here. Okay. That doesn't... It's kind of RNG as to whether that guy will pop out first or not. So I never know, but turrets can be a pain. Okay, so we're going through some more stuff here. I love how these levels look. Like, they're so pretty.
It's very, very cool, yeah.
Very shapes and colors.
Yes.
I love shapes and colors.
So, this is a quad... Okay, this might be okay. So, there's some kind of annoying puzzles here. So we have to take out this force field that's up top by hitting all of these targets. There we go.
Primary security field has
A lot of
been
bullets.
deactivated.
A lot of bullets, and then... Oh, come on. Don't want those enemies to come after me. Okay. Punching robot. Try not to get punched by him. Cool. There we go, and we're gonna light this up. Hear the noise. And then we're gonna steal this robot because he can go on... He's rubber wheels, and he can go on electricity. Oh. Oh, no! Okay. I just ejected right into that laser. That was awful. Okay, let's try that again. So, like I said, there's some nasty checkpoints here at the end. Sir, you gonna punch? Okay.
Right.
Knock that guy's head off.
That is such a delicious looking gradient.
You're right?
That is also appreciating them, but that looks so yummy.
There we go.
There we go. Cool. Okay, so, this game is very of its time, and I think they were, like, riffing on, like, iPhones or something at this. I'm not 100% sure. This game came out in 2016. So there's this character called Mappy, who's, like, an informational map, robot, but it turns against you, basically, and they're numerous. They're very rude. They like to see you die. What?
The ERL only activated you out of desperation. It wanted to destroy all of
There we go. One fun thing is one of the upgrades we got is now allows us to just, like, fly into, like, basically headbutt a head off of a robot, which makes some of the movement a lot faster because you're not having to, like, suck the head off of the bot to get onto it.
What I don't want to hear when I'm eating crawfish.
Right.
That's all I got.
You're so right.
Okay, now the villain's gonna monologue here, so we have a little bit of time just for waiting for this.
one of the creators.
While we're getting like lore dumped too.
Yeah, basically huge lore dumps with spoilers if you're looking to play this game. Please play this game, it's really good. I feel like not a lot of people heard about it in general. I played it basically as soon as it came out, and like 100%ed it, because I've been looking forward to it for a while since I had like heard it get announced. So yeah, I'm really glad that I can speedrun it now and kind of show it off to so many more people.
Head to head. Bucket is here.
Yeah, this has been amazing.
Okay, so I'm just going to... This is another section... Oh no, I don't want to be on that body. Okay, cool. So these are endlessly spawning more mappies. I'm basically going to use this roll attack to try to take them out before they take me out. I'm likely going to have to steal a body from another bot. But hopefully I can blow up as many bots before that happens. Okay.
I really like the
Go.
monitors.
Yeah. Good aesthetic.
Not opening until lockdown is over.
Rolling, rolling. Okay. And then this last one takes a while to spawn. I don't know why. He's just like the straggler there. Okay. Go.
Lockdown site
Okay.
disengaged. Attention, routine operator of
So, I have a bit of setup to do here. So I'm going to take this robot and put it over here so that it blows up this door when it explodes. And I'm going to take this bot and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. And now we wait for the routine operator of doors to finish its monologue. And basically we have to play Simon Says with it. This is the bot that has been controlling all the doors in the game, basically. So it's also very sassy.
While we're doing that, I know both of your commentators also do things with Lady Arcaders, so if either of you want to talk about the things you do for Ellie.
Yeah. Yeah, I also am a lead for Lady Arcaders. I do a lot of the volunteer coordination. I help schedule a track mode, which are those twice weekly shows that we talked about, and I also help workshop ideas with people because a track mode we do speedrun showcases, but we also do whatever anybody wants to do that's video game related. We've done presentations, we've done crafting showcases for our actual like online marathon event. We have done a cooking showcase. So when people have like an idea and they just need to like refine it a little bit more into like a viable showcase, I help them with that. And then additionally, I am one of the games committee leads for our other event coming up later this year, the Lady Arcader Super Showcase. So that's just a little bit of what I do. Indy, what do you do?
Oh, that's a great question. Yeah, I'm also lead. I do business outreach, coordinate with charities. I do social media. I edit video. I help with branding and like decisions around things like that. It's a really good time. You should volunteer for it. It's great.
Yeah.
But also, Crime is fighting, I think, the final boss here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this boss has 4
Robot
phases. Okay, and we're gonna go.
Okay, horse
I
coordinator.
used to have a toy that could shoot a fist like that when you pressed a button on its arm. It was so
The
cool.
Rock of Socos.
Well, that too. Yeah,
Kinda
those are great too. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Good dodge.
Okay, so we're baiting him into firing these at us, and then we go down here to bait him into doing this. We want to avoid those heads because they will explode. Okay, don't do that. There we go. Overcharge. Okay. Phase 3, which I seem to be I used to have most problems with Phase 2, but it's been Phase 3 recently.
There's just so much happening.
There's so
Right,
much happening.
everything happens so much.
We are trying to basically shoot this part, but also keep track of our health, and we basically want to juggle heads with these purple robots that spawn here. There we go. Perfect. We're gonna fly here and attach and overcharge. And now it's head versus head.
Yay!
Right, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna avoid this. Shield comes back.
He has a great mustache.
Right.
And beard.
I was gonna say, I'm liking the beard.
There is nowhere to go.
Come on.
So you're
shield
just
come
timing
back.
your thrust to try and do some damage, but also not getting hit when you don't have a shield, right?
Yes. Okay, and he's done. So now we gotta do the escape
Yay.
sequence.
All right.
grab onto this bot, and everything is kind of turned upside down, so my controls are reversed.
It's not too late.
In-game, the final boss is dying. Consciousness is dying.
This looks so cool.
It's really neat.
so
I'm just
cool.
gonna blast past here, and time is coming up as soon as I enter this room, and time.
GG.
Thank you. So I will note something that because we normally there would be a final like cutscene here, but because we went out of bounds, you basically at that point it breaks all the rest of the cutscenes for the game, because it basically triggers them in order, and if you miss that one, it doesn't know to trigger it. So this is kind of the end. Do a dance here. But no, this game is great. Like, definitely go check it out. I'm gonna be running it again at Out of Bounds on Out of Bounds Toronto in Toronto at around 9:30 p.m. on Monday night. It's the second to last run of the event. So please make sure to come by and check that out. And check out the entire event. I'm so excited for everything. I'm so excited to meet everyone. I'm so excited to see everyone's runs. And please make sure to come by if you're in Toronto. Indy, Laszlo, do you have anything else you would like to say?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Out of Bounds Toronto. I'm not Canadian. It's gonna be at Taco Taco. So
Yes.
if you want to look that up and stop by. And then additionally, you can watch from home as well on the Lady Arcaders Twitch channel. I'm also going to be running LA Noir at that event, also on Monday at about 6 p.m. But I'm also helping with a lot of the interstitials throughout the event. So please watch the entire thing. We have so many amazing performers, as you're going to see 2 more later tonight.
Yes.
That's all I have.
Heck yeah. I'll just share a little story. Anarchy's wearing a sick Inter Miami jersey today for the. You said it was a Messi jersey, right?
Yeah.
Well, last night we were working on some social media posts, and Crime was crunching away on some chips, and she said, "Hey, Indy, Lionel Messi's a soccerman, right?" He's on my bag of chips. So, it just came nice, full circle. So,
Thanks.
I'll see you at Out of Bounds
Indy.
Toronto.
Yeah.
Soccer man. Okay, yeah.
He's a soccer man. I wasn't sure. I had to check.
I mean, you're right. So thank you so much, Crime and Company, for the amazing run of Headlander and. Hello, Hotfix Nation, and welcome back to this in-progress episode of Hidden Heroes. I'm Anarchy, and once again, we are one run deep into this preview showcase of Out of Bounds Toronto, a live event from Toronto as part of Toronto Games Week, which is put together by Lady Arcaders, a wonderful group of women and femmes in gaming and speedrunning. So make sure you tune in on Sunday, June 14th and Monday, June 15th on the Lady Arcaders Twitch channel if you want to catch Out of Bounds 3. It's going to be so much fun, and I really can't wait to kick it with so many really cool people who are going to be there and running games live. But with that, speaking of really cool people, I want to welcome on 3Pup, who's going to be running Absolum 1 Clear Warpless. So good luck, have fun, and take it away.
All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Anarchy. Yes, I am 3Pup, and I will be showing off this really cool game, Absolum. If you haven't seen this before earlier, Absolum is a roguelike beat-em-up. I'll get into some of the finer details on the mechanics, but before we do, we're staring at our 4 adventurers here. Anarchy, who are you feeling? I can give you a little rundown if you'd like some descriptions, but...
I'm not going to lie, the little gnome dwarf looking guy, is that Carl?
That's my man Carl, yeah.
Carl looks awesome. I think I'm feeling Carl.
Okay, cool, yeah. Fun fact for all of you watching, I literally just got a PB with Carl in the green room before this run, so, yeah. Yeah, okay, we're loading it with Carl. Mind giving me a countdown real quick, Anarchy?
Of course, we're going to go on go. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Woo! Alright. So, yeah, before we actually start the run, there's a little bit of homework we gotta do first. We're gonna drop down to the secret basement here and grab an item. Absolum lets you, basically rent the items that you would normally see in the run before you start the run. And I like to grab one item just for marathon safety, just to like make sure that I'm getting the upgrades that I want. I'm also going to use one of my custom ordeals here just to get rid of what are known as corrupted regions. I'm not going to go too much into them, but they are just a bit more RNG than I'm willing to really deal with during a run, so I'm going to go ahead and turn those off. I'm going to pick my Arcana here, Rifle Bullet. You'll see a lot of that coming up. And then I'm going to pick my first Inspiration for free here. I'm going to pick the Reload Inspiration. I'll explain what that does also when we get started. But yeah, with all of that, we're going to go ahead and end our run here and get our first ritual. If anybody played Hades, the rituals here are basically... Ooh, wow, that's good. The rituals are basically your boons. Instead of gods, we have the different classes of magic. I went with the thunder magic to get what are known as these proximity charges, which are these like purple balls that you see me launching. They deal a lot of damage, like a lot of damage. Basically enough to like one-shot a lot of these enemies really early on. And specifically, I get these charges whenever I use my Arcana, which is, for those of you who've played a beat 'em up, most beat 'em ups will have a some kind of like super move that you can use by like charging up by hitting things, and then you like launch off your super move here. That's what the Arcanas are. You'll see in the upper left corner there, that blue bar under my health. That is my mana. And once I get like a full segment, then I get to use an Arcana, and that's cool. The reason why I took that reload inspiration at the start is it changes the way one of my moves works, so that instead of using a normal attack, I instead reload my gun, which gives me 2 free mana whenever I want, instead of having to actually go do any combos or anything. It's really powerful. Gonna just bully these guys real quick. Okay. Alright, as we fall down here, you may also be wondering, like, well, this is a roguelike, so like, how does like the actual roguelike bit work? I already mentioned the rituals, but we also have a series of branching paths, like you don't really expect in a roguelike, you know, like your Slay the Spires or anything. We're gonna see like a couple of different biomes during this run, and in each biome will have 3 different screens that I need to go through of either like normal enemies here or a boss at the end. I'm gonna go ahead and take that. Thank you. Here we're maybe hopefully looking for... Oh yeah, that was already it. Okay. So we're already out of our first biome, and I'm going to go ahead and take a ritual upgrade. Those campfires give us those campfire checkpoints give us a couple of different upgrade options, either a heal, an item, or a upgrade to one of our rituals. I usually take the ritual upgrade because our rituals are really good. Okay. These shield guys are a little annoying, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw them around. That's probably also a good time to mention some like basic combat stuff. So yeah, that's all I'm just beat 'em up. I'm gonna punch things, I'm gonna kick things, I'm gonna do all that good stuff. This is I have a basic punch button, a 1-2-3 combo, and then I have what's known as a skill. That's what my reload is, but there's also like the headbutt you might see sometimes. That's also my skill. The skills are special because they can clash, which is one of the game's many defensive options. It's basically the parry of the game. If I clash an enemy's attack at the right time, I parry it, and I get a really big window to punish the enemy right after. I'm not going to do it too much, at least not with my skill, just because while I may have gotten better at parrying in recent memory, I am still very much not a parry girl. I'm a dodge girl. That's just who I am. Yeah, dodging is also another defensive option in the game. It's the least quote unquote useful. You just dodge out of the way of the attack. Because of the way that the game is laid out in this 2.5D style, dodging can be a little bit precarious just because of how certain hitboxes are laid out. We don't need to get that nerdy into it, but yeah, you won't see me dodging a whole lot. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and spend the crystals, which are like the main meta currency of this game, to re-roll my options here until I find something that looks appealing to me. Not getting anything super great. We're just gonna take something and move on. at a certain point, you gotta just accept that you're not gonna get the exact thing that you want, and it's faster just to take what you can get and move on. Just bully this mini boss here. And he's gone. Gonna just walk around those things real quick. And we're gonna go ahead and get another inspiration here. Okay. This next inspiration is pretty funny. You know, Carl, he's got a gun and he shoots a lot of bullets. And what does he do with those shells when he's done? After he shoots them? With this new inspiration, these shells like get a mind of their own and just start flying towards the enemy. It's gonna look really funny, I promise. I think I'll go ahead and get that and then move on. I've mentioned the rituals already, but we also have the items that we can purchase or find during our runs. There's just a lot of static bonuses like increased damage towards single targets, increased damage toward multi-target, increased mana regeneration, that kind of stuff. These aren't like super like build-defining upgrades, but there's a certain couple of them that I'm looking for that would just make me a little bit faster. Also, you may be wondering, why am I a dinosaur?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that.
The game
really
also
wondering that.
The game also has a number of mounts. Fun fact: in order to like acquire the mounts so that they appear in my runs, I had to go pet them. So like, yes, you can in fact pet the dinosaur. Yeah.
Best game ever.
Yeah. There's 4 different mounts. They have different speeds and different movesets. The dinosaur here is pretty fast and also has a fireball attack, which is pretty good since I can just kind of sit here and attack from range. Though when they run out of HP, which their HP is the same as their like energy bar, because every attack that you use on a mount uses a bit of energy. Once they run out of energy, they leave. So goodbye to our dinosaur friend. I'm gonna do a reload here just to do that. Cool. Oh, that's my favorite item in the game. So the item I just picked up is the bottle of grease. It increased my movement speed by 50%, but now I have ice physics.
Oh. Right.
Yeah. So it makes me move really fast, and moving fast is good. Except, now I have ice physics. We're gonna just...
I did want to ask, what got you into playing this game? I've never heard of a roguelike beat 'em up. I heard this is relatively new, so what got you into it?
Yeah, good question. So this game is relatively new. It came out last year. I like to say that it came out during what I call the great Hades 2 Silksong Apocalypse of 2025. It was sandwiched right between those two games and kind of got overlooked because of that. But I've always kind of liked beat 'em ups. I like to say that they are like, what if fighting games didn't give me anxiety? It's like gives me that same itch of like combos and chasing down enemies and all that stuff, but I don't have to play them online and I don't have to like play them for a million hours to get good at them. So like, and I like roguelikes because like, yeah, I love roguelikes, they're great. So we got our first boss. We got our first major boss here. I'm gonna bully him for a little bit. Okay. This is a scripted little segment here. He's gonna knock me back. I'm gonna go ahead and just bully him a little bit, and then do my ultimate here to finish him off, hopefully. No, but close. Okay. Fun fact about that song you're hearing, they got Mick Gordon, the guy who did the Doom 2016 soundtrack. They got him in here for one track. It's that track, and it's one of the coolest tracks in the whole game.
It is a banger, yeah.
But yeah, I started playing this game casually when it came out, and it took me some time to like really get it, because this game is quite hard. Do not like let the way that I'm like just breezing through it like fool you. This game is quite hard. But it finally did click with me at a certain point, and I beat the game, and just that feeling that one gets when you finish a game and you just go like, you know what? Let's run it back. Go like a little bit faster this time. And that's just kind of how it's been from there. I just been kind of obsessed with it since. I've got like 125 hours in it already, which like isn't like the most impressive based on like talking with my other friends and stuff. But for me, if a game hits 100 hours for me, that's impressive because I got that ADHD, which means that like I can't stick with a game that long. Oh, all right. Oh, this is another mount here. This is the Ghost Doggy. It's the fastest mount, but it also has like the least useful combat moveset. Birds are being a little annoying, but ow. Okay. I'm gonna take that. Yeah, we are in a new biome now, Jeroba. It's the second of the 3 continents that we'll be seeing during this run. There are actually 4 continents. The other continent is the continent of Yeldrum. It is scary there. We don't go there. That's where all the scary skeletons live. No. Get off me. Okay. Right there, you saw me do the 3rd defensive option in the game called the deflect. So I have on my B button, I have the dash or dodge button. And when you dash into an attack, you actually... when you dash into an attack at the right timing, you deflect it. It gives you a little bit of a window to punish. Not as much as if... Okay. Not as much of a window as if you were to clash it, but you do get a window to punish there, and you also do take no damage from it, which is also nice. I took a pretty important upgrade back there, which now makes my little charges here, the little purple balls, pink balls. Okay. The ice physics are getting me. Okay, we're gonna just we're just gonna reload here and call it good. Yeah, now my little proximity charges will now hit 3 times in a row instead of just once. These things already dealt a lot of damage. Now they're gonna deal even more. Cool. Moving on to the next screen here. Reload here before we move on here. Just to, I guess, to explain a bit of story stuff. We are a bunch of renegade mages who are on a mission to defeat the Sun King Azra. He sucks. We don't like him. So we need to defeat the Sun King Azra. But before we can do so, we must defeat 2 of his 3 lieutenants. We already defeated one of them, the Underking, the big skeleton we saw earlier. We are on our way to the 2nd. And after we're done with him, we're going to go confront Azra himself. Oh, cool. We got this. This is... I'm going to be taking the very obvious trap here, because this is actually slightly faster than fighting the normal like mid-boss of this island. Because the normal mid-boss is 2 enemies, which are kind of annoying to track down, versus 1 big troll. We're just going to bully him real quick. Goodbye.
Nice.
I'm gonna go ahead and reroll for a certain upgrade here. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and reroll for Arcana Mastery. Arcana Mastery is a special inspiration that is shared across all the characters, but what it does is it upgrades your Arcana in a unique way. For the rifle bullet here, I now have a Gatling gun, so that's cool.
Right.
The effect changes based on whatever Arcana you have. That's probably something also worth mentioning, that like every character in the game has their own set of upgrades and their own like movesets and stuff that they all play. Like, they all play very differently, which I think is really cool. I've managed at this point Carl was the character that I took the longest to figure out how to play, but since figuring out Carl, I can play all four characters pretty reliably at this point. We're gonna sit back here and reload. Okay. I'll go ahead and take that. Another thing to mention for those of you who are interested in that sort of thing, this game has co-op. It has 2-player co-op. It's quite fun.
Yeah, I've heard that you'll be doing co-op Absolum at SGDQ. Little birdie told me.
Yeah. I'm gonna be running this game co-op with my good friend Professor Birch at SGDQ. So if y'all are having fun, like what you're seeing, you should tune in for that. That'd be great. I'm gonna take that upgrade. Small thing that you might be wondering about. It does say in the category that this category is workless. I'm gonna go ahead and take. Oh, I should not have taken the boots. That was a mistake. It's probably fine. So yeah, the category is mentioned workless. Sometimes in like the bar area in the first island that you saw after I defeated that like scary wizard guy, there can appear a portal, and this portal can teleport you to a random location, including the final boss. So like technically like the fastest any percent-ish category involves taking that warp to the final boss and just defeating it. I don't like doing that because I like to see the whole game. I think it's fun. So I run warpless, or we skip that. But this game has a bunch of different categories. One for every character, obviously, one for co-op. And also, a few months ago, they released an update for the game that created these ordeals, which are the custom rule sets for spicing up the game, making it harder, making it easier. But some of the like preset ordeals that the devs made all have their own speedrun categories as well, like the Iron Man mode that like you die in one hit, or the boss rush mode where you have to fight all bosses in a row. Oh, fun stuff. This game has a lot of content in it.
That's all I have to say.
Oh, I have a lot of movement speed. All of my friends are in the way, so I can't actually see what I'm grabbing here. But I'm gonna take that and hope for the best. All right, here's the second major boss here. We're just gonna like bully him real quick.
You're playing under my rules.
He's gone.
Death will choke on me.
All right. We can go ahead and get our second little blue thing here. Sometimes those little blue things can drop an item. I don't think I've ever actually learned what determines when the little blue thing drops an item or not. It just kind of happens. I'm gonna let my friends here give me some presents.
We meet again.
Yep, thank you.
Impressive handiwork for an apprentice.
And we're gonna head to the last continent. Or it's more just like the last city. This is the city of Asterios. This is the capital of Azra's empire. Once again, we don't like Azra. We're here to beat him up. But before that, we need to make a big distraction, I guess, so that Azra gets scared and opens the doors for us. So we're gonna go ahead and pick just like 2 of these random locations here. I picked the 2 that are fastest: the sewers and the market in the corner. We just need to clear out the monsters here before Azra will open the doors for us. Ow. Each of the different sections of this map have a different reward at the end. The reward at the end of the sewer section is a campfire. I like that because it gives me a chance to heal if I feel like I need it, or one more chance at an upgrade for a ritual, which is nice. And then over here at the bottom right is the market. At the end of here, the market will be some more cash, which we will get one more chance to shop for some items and upgrades and stuff before the actual final boss. Let me do a reload here. And then, oh, yeah, probably should.
When you have a chance, I did want to ask, I know since this is a Lady Arcaders-centric episode, I know you are also on staff for Lady Arcaders, so when you have a chance, if you'd like to talk about what you do.
Yeah, I am a part of the community moderation team at the Lady Arcaders. We handle a few things like not just, you know, your normal like mod stuff, but also like handling our questions of the day. One of the traditions we have at Look at the Arcaders Discord server is every day there's a question of the day to answer. You know, silly stuff. I think the question was like, what's a favorite game of yours you would like to see remade? How would you like to see it remade? Who should make the game? Who should do the remake? You know, fun stuff like that. Just to facilitate conversation amongst all the members. But we also put on different community events, our ladies' nights, our stream events, all that good stuff. Oh, got it. Okay. Okay, reload here. Throw that guy over there, and then. Cool.
One of the best things in life.
Yeah, I love Lady Arcaders quite dearly. They've been very crucial to my journey as a speedrunner. It's just like been nice to have a community like that around that helps to uplift. I'm not going to take the boots because that's going to be a mistake that I will pay dearly for. I don't think I want any of these. I'm going to rent out some dogs instead. Okay. Yeah, having that community that's around like all year that's uplifting women and femmes in speedrunning has just been really important for me in my journey to like gain my confidence that I could even be up here doing this in front of all y'all. Because I'll tell you, like this was not something I'd imagine myself doing like 2-ish years ago. Let alone be running at mainline GDQ.
Absolutely. Lady Arcaders is such a great community, and it's so welcoming, and I'm glad that you, alongside other people on the community team, make it such a welcoming community. So, thank you.
Thank you. Alright, this final section here is basically an auto-scroller. You're going to see those like arrows on the door. They're going to start pulling back, and once the last like arrow has been pulled back completely, then the door will open. So we just have a time section here. We're just going to hang out and bully these guys. Technically, you don't have to kill anyone here. They will slowly pile up waves of enemies, and you do need to clear the screen before the doors will open. But, like, I like to bully these guys because I don't like them. They're mean.
You have a question from chat. Who is the best character in Absolum?
That's a good question. Like, my favorite character is Headlander. I love that classic Dark Knight archetype, and Headlander she's just really cool, and I love her a lot. And I also just like playing as her. She's my best character, like in terms of like my times and everything. But like, one also has to give it to up to Brome, the Frog Wizard. Like, when I first saw this game, like in previews, what immediately caught my eye was like, oh my, is that a frog wizard? And that just like immediately captured my attention. Like, of course this game is gorgeous and has a great soundtrack and really good meaty mechanics that like just are super satisfying. But like at the end of the day, it's got a frog wizard in it. And if there is a little bit of time at the end, I might go show off another candidate for best characters in this game, related to Brome. But first, we need to deal with Azra here. So Azra is a 3-phase fight. I kind of already bullied his first 2 phases here. He has a fake out death because of course he does. And we're gonna just kind of bully him a little bit. He has access to the power of time magic, but like we don't care. We're just gonna shoot him with our infinite bullets, and he's gone. Normally in a casual playthrough, the first time you defeat Azra, your run ends, and then you learn the secret of what Azra was trying to hold back, and it's Absolum, a deity from a egg of a cosmic deity from beyond the stars. But that's fine. We're gonna bully it too. So here's the actual true final boss. Time will be coming up at the end of this fight, which is a bit still because it's a 5-phase thing. So first phase here, just kind of walk up and shoot with our gun. This phase can be a little bit annoying because sometimes if we don't kill him fast enough, he will move around, but we're fine. And we're gonna just shoot our gun again. And I get another fake out death here and fill that health bar back up for the final phase here. Chat, I want to know your guesses. Will the dogs make it to the end of the fight?
I think so.
Because I love these dogs, but they aren't necessarily the brightest. In particular, there's this section right here. It's a forced, just a forced wait out, this combo thing, and then we're gonna, yeah, that's fine. And then, yeah, it's gonna go over there, fly over here, and then there's gonna be a big explosion in the center, and doggy, no, no. Alright, time will be coming up really quick here. Oh, okay. And time.
GG's.
Yeah. Yeah, really fast-paced run. I hope y'all had a good time. We have this little section here, but if you've liked what you've seen, I am 3pup once again. If you can find me on twitch.tv/3pup, where I'll be speedrunning this game quite a lot until SGDQ. But you can also find me at Lady Arcaders Out of Bounds Toronto, where I will be running this category again. Hope to see y'all there. And before I send y'all off to the land of Mass Effect, I have one final thing I'd like to show. So I mentioned Brome, right? Brome the Frog Wizard. Did you know that Brome is the father? And here are his babies.
What?
Yeah. And
awesome.
they can sing a song.
Oh, how lovely.
Yeah. Anarchy, thank you for having me on. It's great. I love showing this game off. And folks, if you found this entertaining, please also check this game out. It's a lot of fun. But I think with that, yeah, hand it back over to you.
Of course, thank you so much, 3, for that run of Absolum. That was amazing. And loved it. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hidden Heroes. I am Anarchy, and this is of course the Hotfix show where we showcase speedrunners who are part of marginalized communities and the games that they're passionate about and that they want to show off. And before we resume this episode, I have a mission for you all. That's right, that's you. If you are watching GDQ right now, we want to hear from you. Games Done Quick is looking to learn more about the speedruns that you watch the most. So if you have a few minutes, please visit gdq.gg/survey and let us know what you want to see more on the channel. But otherwise, we are here with a preview of Lady Arcaders Out of Bounds Toronto, which is going to be live in Toronto, Ontario, Canada on Sunday, June 14th and Monday, June 15th as part of Toronto Games Week. And tonight, we are lucky enough, we're going to be ending this episode off with the finale of Out of Bounds 3, Sanjan, who's going to be running Mass Effect 3. So good luck, have fun, and again, Lady Arcaders mentioned.
Hello, Lady Arcaders mention. I'm Sanjan, and I'll be speedrunning Mass Effect 3, any percent new game. So this is on the Legendary Edition, and to be transparent, I'm also using a mod that will let us quickly skip through cutscenes. And with me on my lovely couch is PT. Hi, PT.
Hi, Sanjan. Hi, Anarchy. Glad to be back and doing some stuff on Hidden Heroes and Mass Effect 3. Also, Lady Arcaders, in fact, mentioned twice now. I don't really think I need to intro myself that much at this point. Y'all should know me by now. I run Black in the Flash. We have black events. We do black things with black kids. It's kind of cool. So, yeah, but we're here to play Mass Effect, and we won't be seeing a lot of Anderson, who is voiced by Keith David, who is a black man. That's going to be the extent of my black mentions for now, at least. For now.
Yeah, if you haven't played the Mass Effect series, what are you waiting for? It's usually discounted on your favorite places to buy them. So I loaded a save here because there's an intro cutscene, and without further ado, we'll start this run in 3, 2, 1, go.
Cool.
Alright, so we're going to start off strong here because a big TLDR is that Earth is being invaded by these Reapers, these giant little squid, cockroach, whatever you want to call them, machine-looking things. I don't know why I said squid.
I mean, it is like a squid. It's like a mechanical
squid.
I'm more confused at cockroach because it looks like a giant mechanical squid.
Cockroach too, somehow, but it made me confused with the arachni.
Oh yeah, the arachni look like
species based on
yeah,
like sort of loosely based on different types of animals.
I don't know, we have a co-pilot that I didn't know about, dear lord. Okay, here we go. I don't know if y'all hear him or not, and if you do, I'm so sorry. So yeah, while Sanjan is doing this, she is playing the Vanguard, which is my personal favorite class in the series. And the primary reason we're playing the Vanguard is because they start off with a pretty nifty pistol, but importantly, they start off with the move Charge. And Charge is what is going to happen when you see Sanjan kind of like zoom out a little bit and then zip really fast forward. The idea behind it in casual gameplay is that you charge, you can shotgun somebody into bits, but for this we're usually just using people's faces to travel across and or skip terrain, which is fun because terrain is for turds and all of this terrain's super jacked up.
Yeah, we like to go zoom around the battlefield with Charge. It's still extremely good to use just because it gets us to places very quick. It's not as busted as it was in Mass Effect 2 where you can cancel the animation. Here, you still have the animation pretty much. So we're pretty much going through this first place where it kind of sets a story and we're just pretty much being put through a lot of tutorials.
I'm trying to just show you how to play the game and do the things and stuff. I believe we have a couple more charge skips that are coming up here, like through this little piece of debris right here. There's a guy you can look onto. Yep, just go ahead and bypass that. Do it again.
Also goes our suggestion for Shepard. Also, I don't have a vengeance with the ground.
Sanjan hates dirt.
I don't.
Sanjan hates the ground.
Right.
It's true.
Right.
It's true.
Right.
So the reason why I'm shooting the ground is that normally in this section, it's a sort of survival auto-scroller section where you have to kill a bunch of things, but the game has a special code where if you're running out of ammo, literally, the game kind of gives you mercy and is like, okay, well, let you proceed to the next part. So here, I'm emptying all of my ammo here.
Don't believe her, chat. She absolutely despises dirt.
The cavalry has arrived. Look at that.
Oh, dang.
Surprise! Perfect timing. That's so weird that they knew exactly when to come get you. Very bizarre.
That's so funny.
There's a lot of stuff in this particular run that we're going to be manipulating like that, where we have the aggression against ground moment because it triggers Joker coming out, but then there's going to be other things that we're going to do, like some of the skips that are coming up here are not just because, you know, hey, it's speedrunning and why wouldn't we skip stuff if we can, but also because there's a lot of areas that we're going to have to deal with that in casual play, once you walk in, it triggers what I like to, I'm Left 4 Dead coded, and I'm so sorry for everybody who doesn't know what that means, but they always trigger what I have learned to call crescendo events, and Sanjan doesn't have time for that. Sanjan truly doesn't have time for that. So if that means that we have to get a little angry at dirt, maybe skip a couple ships, maybe bypass an entire planet, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. It just be that way. But I haven't had a chance to really talk while Sanjan is running through here and doing the things and stuff about the classes. So we said that Shepard is a Vanguard, which is a combination of a melee and a casting style class. We have just picked up Liara Sassoni, which is the titular Asari character of the entire series. If you've seen a blue alien, it's her. And she is a pure biotic / casting character. And the primary reason we're going to have her throughout the overwhelming majority of this playthrough is for a move that Sanjan has attached to her right now, which is Singularity. It's a really nifty AoE spell that causes people that when they get caught up in it to forget how gravity works, and so it's just free real estate for you. And at that point you can either
forget how gravity works. I love that.
Yeah, you forgot how gravity works, so it's free real estate for you. You can bypass people that way, or you can just dispose of them if it's a check of, hey, you have to kill everything before you proceed. It's going to be especially useful against people with shields, because if the Singularity hits them while they have a shield, it bypasses the shield and puts them in that gravity well. Shield people in the game just suck. They're awful, and their shields work, and we don't like that. We just don't have time for it. Like this.
Singularity.
There it is.
So here I had to kill a specific amount of assault troopers here. I had to be very careful not to open the last door too early. It's a skip you can do here.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't get it, I have to go through that decontamination room, and I don't have time for that, so we're just going to dispatch everyone here.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
Well, please. Oh, this is so annoying.
Oh my god. Having to mail slot in this game was annoying too. So if
the smoke is very annoying because I can't see anything.
And yeah, if we would have missed that, we would have to do a quick
dark.
reload. My co-pilot is bothering me. Please go away. I haven't had a chance to talk a little bit about our other teammate, which is Caden, for the time being. Well, everyone in the team is kind of taking a dirt nap, but that's fine. We didn't need them that much anyway. Okay, they're back now. Caden is a Sentinel class, which is a combination of melee and tech. These are your tanks of the game, but unfortunately, that's the extent that I'm going to talk about Caden before we get into this next possible skip. And the most important thing about this run being any % is we should aptly call it what it is, which is Ladies' Night. This is Ladies' Night, actually.
It's Girls' Night and James.
Oh, Girls' Night and James. It is. It's Girls' Night and James. Okay, so we're going to try and get a skip here. Try to make sure that this train loads in so we don't have to wait. Skip achieved.
Perfect.
And we're going to go about it.
It's Ladies' Night because we'll be using Liara for most of the run, and we'll be getting another character coming up soon here. But for now, we use James. Caden's only in this tutorial area. He's my favorite character, but he's not going to be used in the speedrun really because he is very much out of the way to get. And to be transparent as well, we are using the base state of the game, so where's everyone?
Oh, while you're getting this done, I'll explain the elevator skip.
Well,
please go away.
This mess of people.
It's Ladies' Night. No, stop that.
That's bad. Okay.
So
they reloaded, so that means it was a glitch. It was gonna be in a glitch state, so that's very unlucky.
So the glitch...
Everyone there was in a very bad spot.
Yeah, they're beating you up a little bit. But we got it that time. That's an elevator glitch where Sanjan is going to find a perfect spot in geometry, mostly on corners and ledges and stuff, that will force them to be pushed up. And then as you do it some more, you can push up again and just break through terrain, unless it's like doors you can't dodge, because of course there's doors and stuff you can't dodge. And those men were just being extraordinarily rude. And someone had asked about the cannibals in the game. We couldn't remember this during RPG Limit Break. Yes, they're Batarians. All the Reapers are some flavor of a different species. The big chunky ones that look like they have giant gaping mouths and kind of look like mushrooms, those are Batarians. You're going to see each of those, I want to say, in the game, because I think we have one for Turians, Batarians, Asari. Asari we don't see till late, and if we're lucky, we will barely see them. Also, this is an auto-scroller such that you can't actually catch her, even though we're right on her heels. Cheating. Game's cheating.
Yeah, we're running way faster than her. She just got the super energy gamer moment. Okay.
Then Dr. Ava is out of here. We're tired of her. We're sick of her too.
Yeah, she's what's called shenanigans at Mars, same as a group called Cerberus. In addition to dealing with the Reapers, you got to deal with your friendly neighborhood humans who. Cerberus is basically a human extremist group.
Yeah.
To some the least. You were helping them. You were quote unquote helping them out in Mass Effect 2, and then you're just like, you can't fire me. I quit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the elusive man, who I affectionately call Timmy, is.
I forgot about that. I forgot about Timmy. Yes. We call Elusive Man Timmy. The Elusive Man is basically a tech bro, and it's exactly what it sounds like. He's just... Timmy does a lot of stuff that's very interesting, TM, and I have to sneeze, and I'm going to try and fight through it. So this should be the Citadel. We're just kind of going through, and this is one of our... Hold up. Our docking areas. Thank you so much. Oh my god, I tried to fight it so hard, and I failed. And as we're running through here, you'll just get a bunch of codexes, you'll get updates on everyone, it'll tell you about the council. All my homies hate the council because the council across any playthrough is garbage. Not as garbage as hallucinations, though, which is what Sanjan's currently experiencing, because this is her kind of trauma state that goes through the entire game of reminding you that, hey, you're the one that keeps having to save the world, and you feel bad because you can't save everyone. I believe Sanjan says that this is extreme backpacking or something to that effect. Lots of skill issues.
Basically, since we're in the third game, Shepard has saved the galaxy and a bunch of people TM, not once but twice. The whole entire galaxy has skill issues, and yeah, Shepard's basically carrying all of them on her back, and then, you know, her back can only carry so much.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a result of carrying too much burdens.
Baby girl is going through it. But I mean, my back will hurt too, having to deal with all these people, especially if you ever play the trilogy on your own volition, which I highly recommend. And as Coffee Cat said in chat, this goes on sale all the time. You can get the Legendary Edition, which has all 3 games and all DLCs for like $10. It is a steal. It is a monster steal.
80 hours of content, 90 hours of content.
Yeah, and that's if you play through it like just once, trying to get through like with the absolute bare necessities. If you're a completionist type, you're locked in probably for the next 100 plus easily.
I had a friend who started playing it because they saw my run at a Lady Arcader's showcase, and they clocked in like 8 hours a day for like the next 2 weeks or so, and to finish the game. And I'm just like, I love that so much for you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh yeah, so here's James. He's our interloper that we allow. James is cool. James would absolutely go to ladies' night. James is your bouncer friend, absolutely stands up for the ladies, and will fight you if you are anti-lady. But his class in particular is important because of the move Carnage. So there's going to be 2 primary types of enemies that Sanjan is going to be dealing with, and those are going to be synthetic, and then I don't know the full name, so I'm going to call them fleshy people. They're humans, they're humanoids, they're fleshy people. We want Carnage because that literally shreds through anything that's humanoid. So these husks, which are, I think, the Reapers taking over humans and are also the lowest life forms, which, God, that's real. Those are fleshy types. They don't do well with bullets, fire, and carnage. They also sometimes get knocked onto the floor when a big woman runs into them. And period. And then you're going to have a couple of different moves that you're going to get later on from our tech friends, and I'll talk about those when we get our tech homies. But James is a pure soldier type. So if you had the 2 classes, we have Shepard as melee casting, we have Liara as casting, and then you have James, which is melee. He is the beef.
I'm going to interrupt you real quick.
Go for it.
We'll get back to that later.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to be doing a series of skips. I told you that Shepard is a Spectre, and for good reason. And we are basically going to be skipping half of Monet just like that.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to do a couple more.
So with the
Go ahead.
So with the simple couple elevators here, we're going to go up the terrain, and we're also going to balance ourselves on Liara's head.
Mm-hmm.
For a little bit here. I just stay here, wait for her to get there. Move this. It's a little precise, so mainly because the floor can betray you.
I feel like
this. I believe I did this right. Oh,
that was almost there. It's amazing how huge her hitbox is. Like, oh my god. I didn't realize that when you first did this, and I was like, oh, you're standing on Liara. Your box is huge, ma'am.
Yeah, you can do the same. I believe you can do the same thing with James. I just do it with Liara because it's cooler. So we have to go around that mainly because there's a death plane.
Mm-hmm.
If you try to climb up those stairs as usual, because you skipped half of Monet and skipped talking to Garrus and all that.
Mm-hmm.
You basically didn't help the Turian captain there, and it pulls you into automatic game over. But turns out you can just walk around it. Shepard's got the Spectre powers for it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Spectre powers allow you to literally do what you want, both canonically and because we said so.
Alright, so we've got about 30 more seconds until the next combat section, so right, PT, you're talking about class.
Yes. I was literally going to stop too to be like, oh, I have to explain this part. You're like, I'm going to interrupt. I was like, never mind, Sanchez got it. So James is the beef. He's the melee character. He's going to have Carnage, and then he's going to have just like straight up aggro, bullets, anger. Sometimes he hits things with the butt of his gun if he's really feeling it type of beat. And then we're going to have techie people, which are going to be important later when we're fighting against enemies that have shields, because the tech characters that we have access to can overload shields instantaneously. I don't think there's ever going to be an instance where if you cast overload, the shield doesn't dissipate. It usually is a one and done. You can get straight to their health. And yes, his Liar's giant hitbox
was also canonically meant to be the person who's new to the Mass Effect series.
Yes.
So we got a bit of a battle here. We're going to be introduced to our first elite enemies here.
Yeah, we have a couple of new people.
Cannibal here. Conveniently also here. Yeah, there is an elite enemy, but we have a heavy weapon here.
Yep.
Hello, buddy.
We don't have time for brutes. Also, all the ammo on the floor is just so generous. Gods.
Oh, I guess they took care of the... Interesting. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, these ones are randomized.
Oh, yeah.
To watch for brutes.
We hadn't talked
about the brutes here are sort of just like the first Reaper elite mob. They do have a one-hit attack if you let them melee you a lot. So, and they also kind of just like slow down time if they get to you. So you want to make sure you don't get into there, or else it's gonna, your game's gonna run a little slower. Where's the Marauder?
While you're looking for that...
Hey, don't hide!
While we're talking about things slowing down, something we have yet to mention is people in chat may be wondering, hey, if charge is a good way to kind of zip around everywhere and zoom real fast across the map, why doesn't Sanjan do it all the time? That's because when you use charge, there's a little bit of a slowdown to even get it started, and then there's a little bit of a slowdown whenever you want to do stuff afterwards. And especially once we get into our next move, which is going to be Nova. When we start chaining charge into Nova, it just frames or what even are those? So we aren't going to go buck wild with it, but we definitely going to use it for strategic movement. Otherwise, if you're playing, go ahead.
It's busted, but the slowdown means that we want to try to use it when we actually need it.
This is me realizing I'm out of kombucha. I'm actually in tears. I am crying in the club. I thought I had more kombucha. I hate it. So it's okay. When we go on break, I'm gonna go get another one. It's not a problem. I just went to Costco. I got a bunch of them.
Okay. Did want to quickly point out, for those of you who are having issues with our hotfix survey, it does appear to be working now. So you can type !survey in the chat or scroll up. Richard Arso put it up in there. If you'd like to fill that out, helps us out a lot here.
Thanks, tech homies.
I also want to mention that Charge into Nova really is indeed the creme de la crop for Vanguard.
Oh my god.
It is the best, like, sort of classic...
It's like my
build that you go.
This is how I knew at an early age that I was toxic. Because charge into Nova, into a shotgun blast, just Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's irrational how good it is. Vanguard.
I also want to mention that we got our next component of Girls' Night.
Ah, yes.
We have Edie.
Ah, yes. So Edie is actually the ship AI. The ship AI has been with you. It has technically been with you this entire time. I say technically because your ship is not the same ship every single game. You have your first one, it kind of gets cooked. So then servers gives you a second one, and then Edie is like, what's up? You're like, ugh. And then you get your third one, and Edie is still, it's a whole thing. Just know that Edie is cool. She's cooler than Cortana. I said it, I won't be stopped. And she decides, I'm so cool that I'm not going to tolerate being just a lady in a tube. I want a body. So when we killed Dr. Eva earlier, that was actually a mechanical suit. And Edie said, that's mine now. And that's why Edie's in our party. Our ship AI has decided they want to be included. And you know what? I love that for them.
Right.
I love that for them.
I wanted to be included in Girls' Night, so she's the second component of Girls' Night.
Oh my gosh. Seeing the Vanguards in chat brings me joy because people are like, yeah, Nova Charge is really just our love language, especially up the stairs. Correct. Accurate. Oh, I'm installing this. I'm gonna install this. I'm gonna play a run of this offline. Dude, I love Mass Effect. If you've never played it, please pick it up. And yes, there are Mass Effect runners. Sanjan is one of them. Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's also going to be showcased, not only at Out of Bounds, it's also going to be showcased at GDQ.
It's
Absolutely.
true.
Give me one
It's
second, I
true.
will confirm the date and time.
Oh, we love that.
I believe it's on Saturday, I think at 10 p.m. Central? Or 10 a.m. Central. I have my AM and PM.
Hey,
Hi, buddy.
Hey, J-Bat. Hey, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and ease up off the Geth, okay? Listen, Geth didn't ask for all of this. Nobody told them to get them made. Nobody told them to program that way. And then everyone's upset because they're like, oh my god, the Geth overtook us. Counterpoint. But you made the modern version of Terminator. My question remains, why? Why? Why did you do that? Nah, you're not finna blame the Geth for this. That's not a thing that's happening. You be nice to Legion.
There's a lot of social commentary that is going on that Mass Effect kind of touches on. We'll get to the Geth and Koreans.
Yes, but for the time being, we're still stuck on. So your ship AI decided it wants to play with you. I mean, yeah, that's fine. By the way, Edie as a AI that took over mechanical body, yes, is tech and tech. I would hope she's tech and tech. If she's tech and something else, there's something wrong. By the way, all these men, I think Sanjan briefly touched on it. These are Cerberus troopers. Goodness. Right now they're playing hide and seek. They're playing hide and seek.
Let them play hide and seek for a little bit. There we go. My bad on that. I got distracted and I did not put overload on Edie, so...
Oh, these things happen. I saw that she was using Ignite for a hot second, and I was like, I mean, it's fine. The people can burn. That's very okay. But, so the people that we're fighting right now are Cerberus, and to give some back lore on that while we are using our Omni tool to scan things, unlike 1 where we had to do like weird puzzles and then 2 where we had to match code. Still a wild choice, but whatever. Quite literally, Cerberus, they're bad guys, but it's weird and it's complicated. It's kind of like a really, really bad fling. Like, no one asked for this, but they were helpful when you didn't ask them to be. Okay, so you and the shield. Okay, he's dead. Never mind. I don't care. That was a lot. TLDR, you died at the start of the second game. Fun fact, yeah, you actually like canonically died. Cerberus then said, no, we can't have that. And so Timmy comes in and says, well, we can rebuild her. We have the technology. This is literal. This is a thing that happened in the lore. And so he rebuilt you. And you're back with, I guess you could say mostly, I mean, it's kind of synthetic. It's, like I said, it's complicated. It's really complicated. But this isn't your first rodeo, quite literally. So Cerberus brought you back to life. Anyway, this is their Atlas. It has armor. Armor doesn't like bullets and fire, and that's why this one blew up. So Cerberus has a lot of crappy stuff. They're really evil. They're kind of like their own level of eco-terrorist. But, you know, they did rebuild Shepard, and that was neat. That was nifty. That was cool.
I accidentally clicked that.
Oh, very important detail I didn't add while we're finishing this walking around. The big reason Cerberus is here, Timmy wants to try and control the Reapers. You know, the giant metallic squid that we saw earlier that had a laser that could slice cities in half? Yeah, he thinks he can control those. I don't like how much of the Mass Effect story I know. I'm going to read chat.
Yeah, Cerberus is definitely a group TM for sure.
Oh, by the way, team did confirm the date and time for Mass Effect 3. It is going to be at SGDQ on Saturday, July 11th at 12 p.m. local time, 1 p.m. EST, I think that is. It's going to be ran by Microwave. So make sure you tune in for that. SGDQ 2026 live, Minneapolis, Minnesota, July 5th through the 11th. So you can visit GDQ.gg
for more.
Yeah, you can visit
ME3 fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great time. This run has been really awesome so far, so very excited to see it on stage.
Okay, I had to I was eating my ravioli, so I had to look up and I was like, wait, what planet are we on? I really... I told you I'm having dinner right now. This is the reason why I can't be on Hotfix, because I'm just like, let me eat, let me get some water. By the way, chat, are you drinking water? Chat, did you eat? Chat just stops.
Buddies, please. This cannibal is just like hiding Henry. Didn't let me charge to them.
Oh my god, I almost died just now. I was literally drinking my water when you said that. Oh my god. So, truth be told, the entire premise of this game is the third installment, so this is where everything goes to hell, obviously. As we're going around all these planets, to the point that Sanjan made earlier, your entire role in the third game is to help everybody with their skill issues, because the Reapers are coming, TM. And so they're already slicing up cities, they're already kind of shooting up stuff, and this is when everyone realizes, well, if you want us to help you, which is the literal name of the game, to help each other, you have to help us resolve our issues. We've already resolved a couple of issues of, hey, my camp is being invaded because all my soldiers suck. We're going to resolve a couple of issues on top of that. I want to say this isn't the one where we resolve what's going on with the genophage just yet. I believe that was some of the last quest where you get revealed.
The last quest. We need to do a quest before unlocking that.
Yeah.
So this one just happens to be the fastest.
Yeah, and so the last quest that we did, it kind of starts talking about the genophage. The genophage is... Oh, how do I want to word this quickly? The genophage is what happens when an entire universe decides, you know what sounds good? Nerfing an entire species. And so they did that to the Krogan, and all the Krogan have been sterile for who knows how long. By the way, that's supposed to be a big epic thing. Sanjan said, what if I gave you a big rocket? And that's why we don't deal with that. So they decided to neutralize all the Krogan, and the Krogan can't reproduce. But now everything is dying at a rapid rate, and they're like, you know what sounds like it was a bad idea? Nerfing the strongest race in the galaxy. So this is you helping them contend with that, and you actually have to make some decisions around whether or not you want to cure the genophage or leave things as they are. Sanjan has mentioned that she's playing on a vanilla save state, so you do not get to meet the world's best Krogan, which is Rex. You have him from Mass Effect 1, and if you had a all the way carried through playthrough where you took your character from Mass Effect 1 all the way to this point, you could actually have Rex as your primary talking point character. I had that for mine because Rex is the homie. As we go through a lot more of this, you start getting faced with the actual decisions, and it is up to you, the player, to make those decisions. I am not just talking about them. You actually have to make them. So they literally will present to you here in a little bit, hey, so we made this bomb and we kind of want to blow up Tachanka. Do you think that's the homeland of the Krogan? Do you think that's a good idea? And you literally have to look them in the face and be like, what in the... No. No, we literally just covered this. No. And they're like, so we shouldn't blow up the Krogan planet. No. Should we help the Krogans? Oh my god, yes. And so
I have to say the world in this in that they give you is quite scuffed. Don't worry, folks. You don't in a real when you're playing through this game casually, you can import all of your saves. Your save from ME2 over. So assuming you play sequentially.
Yeah, the file that Sanjan is on is like an extraordinarily neutral file, so it goes out of its way to not introduce characters from one that are not, for lack of better phrasing, critically important. Like Rex being here is not an absolute necessity, but if you shoot Rex on Vermeer, I can't rock with you no more. Like that's not
right.
That's not a thing that we do. That's not real, actually, that you told me you shot him. I can't, Unless you're playing a Renegade playthrough, and even then I might still have to hold to that. You can still be a Renegade and keep Rex. Speaking of, a lot of decisions that Sanjan is doing here, there's going to be a small... Oh no.
There are freaking swarmers here?
Oh, I was going to say, what in the world? There's going to be a couple of decisions that Sanjan does have to make that have to be specifically... Oh, that was perfect. That does have to be specifically Paragon or Renegade coded. We'll get to those as we approach them. For the time being, though, we haven't had to do a great deal of them because the game will default you to those.
Yeah, for most of the dialogue, we're just mashing through it, and I don't think there's any choices that we have to specifically do. Hello, please. Thank you. You can go either way with them, pretty much, but I think this one you do have to do... You do it... You cure the genophage mainly because it's faster.
Now, see, you could have just said it's the canonically right thing to do, but I guess, yeah, it's faster too. It's faster as well. I guess that's a thing. But yeah, the decisions that you're presented with are actually kind of heavy because this is the conversation of, so how do you feel about nuking an entire species? There's actually a couple of Reapers that we walked past that we haven't had to fight yet that kind of look like really big spider people with giant eggs. Those are Rachni that have been taken over by the Reapers. The Rachni also might not be here in the third game if you start from a vanilla playthrough. And in your mission where you fight against, I want to say it's Liara's mom, I can't remember the exact planet, but where you fight against her, you have to make a decision on, do you kill or save the Rachni Queen? Because by killing the Rachni Queen, you pretty much just send all the Rachni to, I don't know if this counts as a blue shell word, because it's just a word, it's damnation? Does that get me binged? Am I going to get booted off a hotfix?
No. No, that's a word.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I was like, I don't know if that counts now that I'm saying it. But if you save the Rachni Queen, she can actually come into ME3 and be one of the parties that helps you save the world.
So it's save or kill the animals.
Correct. That's exactly what it is, actually.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
No, that's like
the game generally rewards you for saving as many people as possible because everyone's got to work together. TM.
The TM is doing some lifting.
Okay. Yeah, so there's that slowdown I mentioned that we want to try to avoid. I was hoping for one of the Reaper or the brutes to spawn so that I can jump to them, but I had to run there, which is fine.
I love how much of the chat just like, I can give you enough, and then chat's like, oh, I have the gap you're looking for. Because yes, it's Matriarch Benezia. Evil woman. Absolutely terrible woman. But still better than Samara in Mass Effect 2. And I will not speak further on that. Not gonna do it. Sure ain't. Correct decision is not to...
I'm here for the drama because I'm gonna be for real. I've never played any of the Mass Effect games. My BioWare franchise of choice is Dragon Age. I know, but I love Dragon Age.
Okay, I get it. There's a lot of Dragon Age. I have a lot of opinions on Dragon Age as well, not as much as Mass Effect. There's definitely a sort of just like divide between fans. Fans of Dragon Age versus Mass Effect.
Well, and I was gonna say, like, for BioWare games, you wind up into one or two camps. I've noticed overwhelmingly that if you're in one camp, you tend to not be in the other, because I am very much Team Mass Effect, and I am not Team Dragon Age, like, at all. I tried it back on not Inquisition. Is that the first one? What's the first one? Is it Dragon Age Inquisition?
Origins. The first one is
Origins, yeah.
That makes sense. It says Origins. And it just wasn't my bag of chips. I remember I did the second game and I liked it more, and a lot of people who were really into Dragon Age said I was a demon for that, and I was like, okie dokie, and I went back to Mass Effect.
No, you should say that more. Dragon Age 2 is the GOAT game. I
liked Dragon Age 2.
To die by that hill. I love the Dragon Age series too, but I think Dragon Age 2 just has a special place in my heart.
I don't think that's the case for a lot of people.
And so we got somebody who said they like Dragon Age and Mass Effect, but whenever I've talked about it, I've noticed that people are like more invested in one over the other. It's just the BioWare way. And if you're someone that you dabble in both, I love that for you. I'm gonna be so real. I love that for you immensely. I don't know if I got the brain capacity to do that anymore, but also everything I know about Dragon Age, and I don't mean this rudely, is against my will. It just winds up in my feeds, on my timelines, in chats, and I'm just like, okay, so I guess I know Dragon Age lore too, and I know that the people really like the bull, and there's like a rogue that's bisexual, and I'm just like, everything's fine. Everything's fine. I just know a bunch of
All
stuff.
I'm gonna say out of this is justice for Sarah.
Dang.
A period. Right, let's be on it.
Oh my gosh, so now we're in our next section where we have to deal with more Cerberus goons. I forget the reason that we're on this particular planet, but I know that it's more skill issues, TM. More people who are just like... Oh, are you saving the council?
Yeah, we gotta save the council.
Oh gosh.
The council is like, help, there's some stuff going on, please help us. Please help us, Master Shepherd Juan Covey. Here at once? Interesting.
I hate that as soon as you started talking, I remembered. I was like, oh, you have to save the council. I love that this man just flies in front of you every single time and is just oblivious to your existence. 20 out of 10 soldier, no notes. No notes. I hope he gets a promotion.
I think he should.
Yeah, he's doing great. You're wonderful, sweetie. But yeah, I feel too like the story of Mass Effect. I really enjoyed it, and I liked the idea of being able to play my game from start to finish, starting with ME1 and carrying it all the way to ME3, because I played it on the vanilla iterations of Xbox 360. I had an injury at the time, so a friend introduced it to me and was like, you might like this game. I had torn my ACL, so I was stuck on a couch with my leg in a horizontal position for like, I don't know, 4 weeks. He gave me Mass Effect 1. I think I was done with it in a week and a half, and I was like, I need the next one. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and give me that.
Jump in quickly and say, Coder also mentioned, I think all the BioWare RPGs are definitely a huge classic. Highly recommend.
I was about to say, where my Jade Empire players at? Cause hello.
I just saw that in chat. He was like, and if I said who are playing Jade Empire, then what?
Then what?
And then what are you gonna do? Exactly. You're not gonna do nothing. Nothing.
I'm
Nothing.
gonna have to also say the speedrun for Knights of the Old Republic, having speedrun Coder 1 and 2, very, very cool.
Absolutely, yeah.
Definitely recommend.
Oh, you're a Coder runner too. I didn't know all that. Oh, this is like my favorite scene because the death animations here are so dramatic. Sir, there we go. He just seemed like he was really determined to be right there, and I was upset.
And also, the other disappointing thing that they definitely rushed. Here's our Gary Stew of of Mass Effect 3. They did. My hot take is they did Kai Lang dirty. He did to be a better villain.
He's so generic. And I'm gonna drag the glasses every time I see them. I hate those glasses. They look like if you took the top half of a contact lens case and said, these are my sunglasses now. Like, what kind of nerd energy is this? What are you talking about? That is a contact lens case. Take that off of your face, dude. Stop. And then he's got like, his hair is a hairstyle I used to wear in high school. No, I'm not even kidding. It's like the half top pony with the rest of it down. I want him to just like wave his head around a little bit just for the culture. But yeah, Kai Lang is our...
to introduce the other elite enemies. So there.
Oh yeah, we haven't.
So there's the Phantoms, which are the melee sort of just like katana soldiers that can one hit you if you let them get in melee range. And then there's the Nemesis, which is snipers.
And we also haven't talked about the different flavors of Reapers that you had to deal with too, because we have Marauders, which are Reapers that have taken over Turians, aka if you know Garrus, that's a Turian. We've seen the Husk, which are humans, Turians, which are the Marauders. We've got the Cannibals, which are Batarians. I forget the name of the ones that take over the Arachne, but we don't even deal with them, so it's fine. TM. And then I think that leaves for the Reapers one more in earnest, which is going to be the Asari one, which we hopefully don't have to deal with a lot. But yeah, the Phantoms in particular are dangerous business because those are amongst the pool of people who, if they're feeling squirrely, can one-shot. If they're feeling like they really want to clock in today, they can one-shot.
All right, so Shepard has done a lot of things in the past, like 40, 45 minutes or so. So I think this is a good time for Shepard to go back and get some drinks on the Normandy, because a girl's been through a lot in the past 45 minutes. So
is she having drinky poos in her room? Is she inviting it?
She doesn't have drinky poos in her room.
Is she going to invite somebody up there?
Drinky poos.
Drinky poo.
We'll stop the timer right here.
Awesome.
And have a nice little break.
While Shepard has her drinky poo, we're going to take a breaky poo here for Hidden Heroes. But anyway, we are going to go ahead and take a quick little break. So make sure, before PT gets you, make sure you hydrate, you get a snack, a sweet treat, a meal, whatever it is. You use the restroom, stretch, and do all that fun stuff. And we'll be back soon with more Mass Effect 3 on Hidden Heroes. Hey everyone, this is Hidden Heroes, and we are here in the middle of Mass Effect 3 as part of this preview episode of Lady Arcader's Out of Bounds Toronto. I'm going to go ahead and pass it back over to Sanjan to resume with the rest of the run. Good luck and have fun once again.
Thank you, Anarchy. All right, Shepard's back from her much-needed drinky poo, and so we'll continue on and go on to our next segment of helping everyone with their skill issues in 3, 2, 1, go!
The Adventures of Shepard and Skill Issues. That's actually going to be the name of the next series.
That's Mass Effect 4. All right, so we'll help the Turians, the Solarians, and the Krogans of whatever skill issues they had. Yeehaw, indeed. And now, next up on the list is Quarians. So we're going to meet the other aspect of Girls' Night. And meet Tali.
Oh, we love Tali in this house.
And we're going to be using Tali for a couple missions here, because she is basically fully optimized to deal with shields and Geth in the best way possible, and we love that for her.
So Tali is, as stated, one of the Quarians, and the Quarians are one of the most interesting races in the entire galaxy. The Quarians are responsible for the creation of the Geth. We're going to put a pin in that. We're going to parking lot it if you're a project manager, and we're going to talk some more about why that's a big deal. They are the best technologists in the entire universe, and as a result, when they did the whole Geth thing, and you know how I mentioned earlier that the Geth overthrew them? Yeah, that was very literal. The Geth overthrew them. So they don't actually have a home planet, because most of these other places were going to their home planets in order to fix things, but the Quarians have to live on flotillas on their ships because they have nowhere else to live. And another thing that's really important about them is they are the ones in the universe that have a very, very specific immune system. So they have to wear their full mask everywhere, because if they are exposed to any other type of atmosphere, that is a game over type of situation. We love Tali. Tali's amazing. She's wonderful. And this is us helping her do things for, I think she's done with her pilgrimage at the end of 2. So now you're actively just helping Quarians and helping with their flotilla, because this flotilla is cooked, in case it's not obvious. Sanjan is focusing here because this is a zero gravity area.
Yeah, so in ME2, Shepard, Shepard's step was through asphyxiation, so this kind of personifies, she's kind of getting over things, because I guess they didn't want any other people other than Shepard to make this walk.
Also,
understandable. Have a nice day, I guess.
I also love something we didn't talk about even at RPG Limit Break, because we were a little bit more kind of locked in there, so we can be a little bit more loose here. If there's one thing about the ongoing commentary in the game that I love, everyone in this game, skill issues and all, is super unserious. I don't know if you got a chance to read some of that dialogue that was in there, but they were making jokes about how, yeah, Shepard, you should be fine. And Shepard's like, yeah, I'll just make do with these mag boots. And somebody says, yeah, everything will be fine so long as you don't look out a window. Tali comes in extra serious and is like, actually, the Geth don't have any windows because they thermal scan everything, and therefore they don't have a logical reason. And you could just tell, you could feel everyone on the ship just kind of giving Tali the side eye of like, oh, you don't do jokes, huh? And Joker, who, by the way, is voiced by Seth Green. Is it Seth Green? I think it's Seth Green.
Seth Green.
Proceeds to yell, I'm immune to your facts and logic. It's the crew conversations are actually top notch. And I know that there's people out there who are like, oh, you like that cornball nerd humor of the 2000s. Correct. I do. I like the nerd. I do. I like the nerd humor of Mass Effect. I think Firefly is hilarious. I think Serenity was great, but we're not going to talk about other reasons on why it's not, because that's not fun. Oh, hey, we're charging across stuff again. But yeah, it's...
Whoa, what is this Skep doing? Walking my way.
And so, yeah, it's a very, very funny game. If you're willing to do all the things and stuff and talk to people. James, one of the reasons he's invited to Girls' Night, actually hilarious. Actually a really funny dude. Like, if I saw him lifting weights in the gym, I would feel safe with him, because he's absolutely the guy that will see other guys staring at your butt when you're squatting, and then will go over there and just make them feel extraordinarily uncomfortable. We love James in his house.
James would be the first person on deck to say trans rights.
Correct. So now that we're on the Geth ship, part of the problem that we're dealing with here is, those Geth that overthrew the Quarians, yeah, well, they're still on their Geth ship. All the Geth count as synthetic enemies, so that is why we have a double tech team. Although Tali is currently taking a dirt nap, and that's okay. Sometimes you're tired. I completely understand, girl. I be EP sometimes.
I think she's locked in dialogue there because she's trying to program this, and her and Shepard are just basically having what I would call a programmer talking issue.
Oh God.
Shepard's the doc.
Not this.
You who are who knows what that means.
So Tali, where Edie is a full tech character, Tali is actually a tech, and I want to say she's the tech and melee hybrid.
Yeah.
And so she
got a shoddy.
Yeah, we love Tali because she has a shoddy and she has overload, and it kind of cooks. It kind of cooks, like being able to overload a shield and then be like, LOL Amau, and just blowing people to chunks. You'll learn over time that I am actually a Vanguard main through and through. I love blowing up people in this game with a shotgun. It's just satisfying. I think the only thing more satisfying for me is blowing up people with a shotgun in Gears of War. Yeah.
And period.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's the Gears of War shotgun for me. God, it's so good.
I rock with that. I rock with that.
Yes. But yes,
cool. The Geth Hunter was just like locked in on Edie. I just saw the GIF. I was like, you better lock in on Edie and not me. I'm trying to bypass this door.
So the whole reason we're on this ship is because we have to start resolving some issues with the Geth AI, because the Geth all operate on a kind of unified, centralized AI. One may even call it a hive mind. We'll have some regular Geth enemies. The ones that we're going to be the most worried about are going to be Geth Prime. Geth Prime are going to be really large and hulking and red. You will not be able to miss them. They're scary specifically because of the fact they have shields and they have chunky health. And we are here trying to help out the Geth AI to kind of get it situated and then help them help the universe, quote unquote. But we're going to wait for the big reveal on why that's going to backfire, because it's just funnier that way. Oh,
in here for a second.
Yeah, I'm gonna be quiet.
Make sure. That's actually good timing for that. Okay, that should be good. So the reason why I needed to listen for the sound cue is that in this area, the gimmick is that there is like an energy shield where your shields are go down, and if your shield is nothing when it hits you, you automatically die. The weird interaction is that if it's going off and you're in a cutscene and you immediately skip through it, it will automatically kill you. So I had to make sure I listen into that, and the timing for that is random.
Yeah, as soon as I saw where you were, I just stopped talking. I was like, oh, this is the timing room.
And we're through it.
Yeah, we're through it now.
Not too shabby. But also, we'll be seeing a certain neighborhood. We won't be seeing a certain friendly neighborhood Geth, because unfortunately we are playing on a neutral TM save.
Yes, so if you play through the games like we keep telling you to do because it goes on sale all the time, one of the things you can do is in Mass Effect 2 in particular, when you are on a different Geth derelict ship, you have the option to bring a rogue Geth with you that is deactivated, and it is sitting in your ship, and you get the very, very terrifying choice of, do you leave it just quietly as a big oversized battery hanging out in your ship, or do you turn it on? And if you choose to turn it on, you will recruit the character Legion. And Legion, as you would expect, is a Geth who, just like Edie, is a tech and tech class. So he's just tech, like it's the two pieces. Okay, sorry, it just didn't sound very clear when I said it. He's a tech character. If you have him in Mass Effect 2 and you let him live through Mass Effect 2, we'll get into that here in a second, he will show up here as the individual, so to speak, that you are aiding with, which makes conversations in the next mission particularly tense, because there's going to have to be a decision that's made between Quarians deciding on what to do with the Geth, and you get to be a direct contributor in that, because of course you do. Of course you do. Speaking of Mass Effect 2, one of the most important things that impact Mass Effect 3 and the NPCs that you can talk to is whether or not you complete the final mission and do all the people's side quests. The lower the side quest count you do, the higher your body count. Basically, if you decide that they are just here as soldiers, the game will treat them as such. And in the final mission, people will die 9 ways from sideways, left, right, up, and down. If you do their side missions, which is usually kind of helping some type of family conflict, resolving a piece of research that they never got to finish, answering questions that they never got answered when they used to work previous jobs that they realize they don't like, or or even just trying to resolve mysteries around their old crew and why everyone disappeared at the hands of Cerberus. If you go help them with those things, it gives you a loyalty status, and because they are loyal to you, they cannot die in the final mission.
Yeah, in the classic style in ME2, Shepard essentially also plays therapist, helping everyone with their skill issues. It just never ends.
Yeah, although some of the skill issues in 2, I feel like they're reasonable enough, because there's one that we're going to see the aftermath of that skill issue with Miranda when we get to her, and it's like, I don't know why this just dawned on me too. I forget if we do anything with Jack in this. Oh, Jack is a teacher in ME3. I remember now.
Grissom Academy, but unfortunately, Grissom Academy is a side mission. So
yep.
Sorry, Jack fans.
Yeah, I remember someone in chat asked that earlier, saying, "Wait, do we skip Grissom?" That answers that question. Yes, we do. We do not see Jack with the baddest side cut under the entire universe.
We do Jack's loyalty mission if you're doing a No One Left Behind speedrun in ME2, or all loyalty mission. So you also notice here, there's supposed to be an triple or double AA guns that we had to disable. That third one, we didn't have to do that because we can skip through the first one by just attempting to run to the other ones. This is also like the most sketchiest segment. There's a lot of variants because these Geth like to play Hiding Henry.
Well, right now they're behaving a little bit better. I would even say they're behaving too well, because they're not only not hiding, but they have lots of rockets with your names on it, and that's not okay. So for this particular section, Sanjan is also going to disable some guns and then hop on their own unique Gatling gun. And even though the easy part of this is, hey, shoot the Geth as they appear, it's really that as they appear part, because sometimes they really do play Hiding Henry. Like, they just decide that they hey.
It's that rocket trooper Hiding Henry. Tally.
As it just happens in real time, because sometimes they just decide, it's a no for me. They just look at everything that happened and go, nar, I'm good. Which, relatable, but also we have things to do. I need you to come out, sir. We're not gonna jump you. Which is technically true. We're not gonna jump you. We're gonna shoot you. That's a very different thing. Extremely different. So we got the same thing here. We're going to have some Geth show up. As mentioned earlier, these placements for enemies is random. They do not have a set... Hey, thanks, Liara. We do not have a set location, so Sanjay could just post up somewhere and say, okay, I know they're going to spawn here and there. This is all random, which is why we just pray that for this one especially, they don't play Hiding Henry, because if they do hide on us...
Oh, that one played Hiding Henry.
Are you going to have to go down the ladder?
No, please. Get me off that turret.
Oh, no. Are you?
Okay, they didn't really play Hiding Henry.
That's why I was like, I hope they don't go down the ladder. Because that's the part that sucks about this one, is if they hide, Sanjan would have to climb down to go clean up stuff, and that's just time loss. Like, who's time for this? And now...
It's the split with the most variants. Even this one has a little bit of variance, just mainly because you can't really see where you're shooting. Because there's so many effects going on.
So this part in particular is an auto-scroller. You just have to keep killing rogue Geth to help survivors get out and or get to their next location until it decides you're done with the auto-scroller. We don't care about it shooting the shuttle. It'll be fine. It'll be very fine.
Yeah, they'll be okay.
Not this.
I love how, because the dialogue skip, with the mod, the dialogue skips are so fast, you just hear like 100 conversations going at once.
Oh god, the voice lines in the game all just starting and then not going anywhere. Also, shout outs to Specialist Trainer. We love her in this house too. She gets it done. Trainer's cool. Trainer is cool. So another thing that's really, really clear is, we haven't talked about this part either. If you're looking to get into speedrunning, we talked about this a little bit at RPG Limit Break, and I want to kind of bring it up again. This is a really nice third-person shooter speedrun to get into. It's got mods that help support it to get rid of cutscenes. The Vanguard kit is very accessible right out the gate. Even though we've talked a lot about using the Vanguard with a shotgun because it's really just the correct way to play one. For the speedrun, you don't necessarily need the shotgun. Sanjan is using the stock pistol. So out the
Soft pencil does a perfectly good job, and it's generally out of the way to equip something better. So,
and on top of all of that, you have everything you need right out the gate for the run. For most of the things that we're doing, you're guaranteed to get people that'll work really well with your party comps. And something else we haven't talked about too is if you just stick to the gear that they give you. Oh, that was a beautiful charge. If you stick to the gear that they give you from the get-go, that also means that you'll be able to reload faster, your skills will charge faster, and you'll be going at your maximum. Oh, what is happening here? My wristband decided to go off for some reason. You'll be able to operate at optimal capacities, because something that happens in this game is the more guns and stuff you carry, the longer your skill. Hey,
there's a lot.
well, hey, this is a lot. Y'all gotta spawn other places. I'm trying to talk about getting into the speed run, and you really not doing a lot to help that case, homie. Relax.
Should be one more.
So yes, if you have on more guns, if you have on heavier gear, then your skills take longer to recharge. That's another reason why we just use everything that you get out the gate. And there's a lot of really cool customization and whatnot if you want to get into it in a casual sense. I highly recommend, again, that you do that. But if you're ever looking for a speed run, you're like, I want something that's like, doesn't require a mountain of skips, doesn't require a bunch of glitches. This is a really, really good one to get into. You have everything right away. You have lots and lots of options in terms of how you can play things, but additionally, the skips and stuff that you do are not that hard to do. I'm a very, very big proponent of doing glitches and stuff that are very simple. My brain is not built for that, and I also don't have the patience for it anymore. So the simpler your skips are, the happier I am. Elevator skip is really, really accessible, and then some of the other skips are really just timing exercises. So if you're...
the clips are much simpler than in ME2, I would say, in terms of elevators, because in ME2 you have a lot more elevators, and some of them are quite hard to do, but a lot of these for ME3 are very accessible to do. Shepard, you're not Sonics. Please stop barrel rolling for no reason.
Hey, so she can believe. She can genuinely believe. She's really excited about Sonic Pico Park, okay?
And period. You brought up a couple minutes ago, you ran this at RPG Limit Break. You opened the event, and now you're going to be closing Out of Bounds 3 with the same run. So what's that felt like, getting able to open an event and also close an event with the same run? How's that felt?
Feels really good. ME3 is like this epic game that I feel fits really well, and it's a very likable game. It's also very accessible. And people love seeing this game ran, mainly because it's fast-paced in a really fun way, and it's Shepard zooming and blowing stuff up.
Well, yeah.
Listen, speaking of blowing stuff up,
it feels really good playing to the crowd who just, every time I run this, everyone just says how much fun it is to watch this run. So I'm really happy. I feel really good. It feels really good being able to open and close at different places with the same game.
So yeah, y'all remember that time when I said you're helping the guest unearth something that helps, and then the thing that they wanted you to unearth, they didn't realize was actually just a dormant Reaper? Yeah, that's a thing that happened. That's a real thing that happened. So now we get to watch Sanjan 1v1 a whole Reaper. An entire Reaper, because of course we're 1v1ing a Reaper. We're Shepard. We are unstoppable. We are unbeatable. We are unbreakable. For some reason, we died and came back to life. I understand completely why Shepard is not well. But yeah, we're shooting.
She's doing everyone's work for her. She's doing literally everyone's work. I
don't even think she gets paid.
A one-woman army. I don't think any payment in the world will.
You're doing this for the love of the game,
right?
Yeah.
Like all the time with this.
At this point, you're doing it because she loves the game. You know, I don't blame her.
I do. I would have retired. You're not gonna ask me to save the world no more. You gotta get somebody else. I'm sorry. You gonna be a hater? You gonna like let us all die? I ain't saying I was gonna let you die. I'm saying I'm not doing it. Those are two. That's the same thing we talk about on Twitter.
Pancakes and waffles.
It is exactly that. I said I don't like pancakes, and you heard. I said I like pancakes. You heard, so you hate waffles. That is a whole different sentence. That is a completely different sentence, fam. That is not what I said at all. I just said because I'm not. I just said I'm not clocking in. I'm not clocking in. Don't ask me to clock in. I'm on retirement, pimp. No, you're not gonna save us. I'm not. I'm tired. I've saved you twice. I died. What do you mean? What? Good Lord. So anyway, if you look at
that was real.
Awesome,
that new shepherd.
Oh my God, I could never. So if you look at the galaxy map when Sanjan is scrolling through it next time, there's a couple of circles on there, and those all represent different little, they're not star clusters, they're different planets and galaxies and all this jazz, right? Because it's Mass Effect, so you get to travel through all of space. As the game progresses, you'll notice that there's little Reaper icons that start appearing more and more. They did a really, really, really good job of highlighting to you how, as you progress through the game, the doom, the end is imminent. It's coming. Like every single one of these are getting more and more occupied by Reapers. So now we're about to head to Thessia, I believe, and yeah.
Us turn the tide. They didn't tell us, because why would they? No wonder why everyone has skill issues.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I would have been like, you're gonna have to figure it out. You're gonna have to be upset with me, dog. I don't know what to tell you. I told you in Mass Effect 1 that the Reapers and Geth were coming, and you gaslit me. Now it's Mass Effect 3, and the Asari homeworld is under attack. You're like, okay, but check this out. I have an artifact that can help against the Reapers. But you told me 2 games ago that this was fake, so which is it?
Right.
This is why we have an attitude problem. It's this right here. You could have helped from the get-go. Now we got Asari getting blown up everywhere. This is your fault. This ain't my fault.
Yeah, we also get to meet our least favorite, everyone's least favorite enemy.
Oh boy. The more brutes versus Gatling guns. The Gatling gun kind of wins. I think we get a very, very brief preview of the more deadly Reaper enemy, which is the Reaper Asari hybrid of the Banshee. Banshees in particular are really dangerous because of the fact that they can one-shot you, and they also have the ultimate power of being able to bamf everywhere. If you don't read comics and you don't know what I just said, that's BAMF, bamf, as in they teleport all over the place. And their teleports are gross. They're actually really, really gross because it's very distance. They can kind of do what they want. And again, if they get right on top of you, you can go ahead and just wrap it up. It's a one shot, and it's a wild animation to watch if you get one shot by a Banshee. Multiplayer enjoyers know what that animation is, and it's every time it happens, it's painful. It's just like, oh my god, I got caught. I can't believe this. Another reason why this is a great game to get into while we're shooting up all these Reapers is you see that it's saving right now.
Oh my god,
it is very, very... Whoa! Relax! Relax! Oh my god. Okay, good. You got past her.
Okay.
And I was just...
The Generons had to chill. Jesus.
And I was just saying how it's generous with its saves. So yeah, if you find that you're struggling in an area, there's a good chance that you'll be protected by saves in this, because this auto saves often. Like, it's very, very, very cushy with where it saves for you. So you're not going to find yourself in a spot where you're like, oh, I died to that Banshee that I just talked about. Cool, that just set me back 10 minutes. It might set you back, like, maybe 10 seconds. If that. Like, it has to be a really nasty gap for you to die and then be set back more than a couple of minutes. But yeah, they had it out for you. They were like, no, they said this is an easy game. Commentators said we're easy to draw. We got to fix that.
Oh, that's annoying. Sometimes that heavy weapon can just like straight up miss this harvester. Why is everyone hitting me?
Why is everyone here?
You're like, whoa.
Why? What is happening?
I know.
Hello?
Out here too.
What? where are your teammates?
I don't know where my teammates
Oh.
are. I think they're sleeping on a job.
So that right there was actually just another elevator skip because we're bypassing doors because who has time for that besides nerds? There's also more enemies over there to fight. No. That's simply something we're not doing.
Shepherd's just using her Spectre powers. You know, what can I say?
No, again, she gets to opt in and out of when she wants to do combat, and that was a case where she saw another harvester, said pass, and just decided to go clip up a wall and bypass everything. So in this room you get to do a little miniature puzzle to reveal the artifact and all the information that you need, and then Kai Lang shows up and says that's mine, and you're like, oh my god.
Right.
He's very much a Gary Stu in the aspect of you have to do enough damage to him for him to then stop, and someone has to come out and help him, like an entire it's not a helicopter, I'm gonna call it a helior jet, coming out and just being like, yeah, we're just gonna shoot everything. And he gets to refresh himself because, you know, even though he's the big bad, he's also a punk. He's a punk. He plays about as well as his design looks, so
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Right under everyone's noses. I was not kidding when I say everyone in here has a skill issue.
Platonically solid, it's so real. The multiplayer in this game was so fun. I just really wish
Legendary Edition. You have to buy the original edition for that.
And I really wish they did not attach ending metrics to it. I kind of just wanted it to be a standalone thing where you just get with your homies. And honestly, it's really just a really expansive horde mode, but it's such a fun horde mode. It is so good. It's so good. It's so fun. That made me want to boot up my Xbox 360, but Lord knows that's on its last legs. That poor 360 probably sound like a jet engine at this point. Oh,
I'm surprised yours is still alive.
Yeah, I actually used it for my channel, I want to say about a year or so ago, because I wanted to show everybody one of my favorite RPGs, which is Eternal Sonata. And you can only play it on the Xbox 360 or a PS3. And I was like, nope, I'm putting this into the world and everyone's going to see it. And we got through a full playthrough of it. And my disc is on the verge of rotting. My door is jammed and like trying its best to stay closed. Literally, when it slides out, it sounds like just a bag of Rice Krispie treats and foil. It's awful, but I love it so much. She is trying her best. Oh my god. But yeah, I still have my 360. It functions enough, and it might be my next modding project. I might try to see if I can refurb it, take some of the stuff out, clean it up, maybe freshen it up, give it a little bit of a new haircut, if you will. Oh, so we're gonna do some more elevator skipping.
Of this place being scary, but we're just gonna do shimmy shimmying.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to be seeing Miranda here. So if you use Miranda in 2, everyone knows Miranda. She's the chick on the cover of 2. She is the absolutely thrown at you all the time woman TM you're supposed to be dating. Oh, sometimes we just float Spectre things. And
hashtag just Spectre things.
Just Spectre things. And her story in 2, she starts out really not great. And oh, nice skip though. Quality skipping. Oh wait, over skipping. Doing skips too well.
A little bit.
She isn't great. She's kind of arrogant. She's kind of annoying. She's the Cerberus pet. She's had all types of injections and stuff. There we go.
Yeah, that's scary. You had to go through a whole bunch of very scary things, and there's a lot of banshees. But lucky for Shepard, she's a Spectre, and she's like, I've got better things to do than deal with that. I'll just warp up to the end level.
Yeah, Shepard's bypassing it because Shepard knows that I'll just yak through it because she's the Cerberus poster child. You do her side story and find out, okay, so it's a little bit more cooked than that. There's a lot of trauma, there's a lot of gross involved, and you help her save her sister. That whole mission is when you go find Miranda. Look at all the Reapers. You find Miranda and her sister, and they're like, hey, we knew Cerberus was bad, but it turns out they're really bad. And everyone looks at her with like the most shocked face in the world, like, you don't say.
A shocked Pikachu face.
The terrorist
shocked Pikachu face in Mass Effect.
Oh, I think it's a shocked Elcor. Shocked Elcor? nice and flat. Surprisingly, everything was terrible. Oh, I love the Elcor so much. Oh, so in this
was terrible.
Oh, so the Elcor, that's their whole thing with their entire race, is that they kind of look like really large towering elephants, and they all have this really flat monotone voice. And the way that they speak is their first word is always an expression of how they feel before they're speaking. So it'll be something like, depressingly, I cannot save all the people. And that's just how they talk. I actually have a plush Elcor that you can push his tummy, and he has one-liners. It's great. I love that little guy. But yeah, Insignificant Cat, Cerberus Evil. Surely you just... Yeah, who would have thought the terrorist organization was terrible? The terrorist organization is bad? I can't believe this is happening. Who could have ever saw this coming? God. And shout outs to the one hashtag I see in chat that says Xbox 360 sounded like a Mako. In this house, we hate the Mako. If you like the Mako, more power to you. I don't.
I am a Mako stan. I
God.
tolerate the slander.
I hate it.
Deserves better.
Okay, but are you talking about the Mako from 1 or 2? Now see why you get quiet. The one from 1, that's demonic. That's nasty. What do you mean? Oh my god. It controls so jank though. And it's just like throwing...
That's what I love about the Mako.
Oh my god. It's like watching a bouncy ball in slow motion and saying, this is a big girl. If you don't get out, the Phantom can one-shot us. I got scared. Oh my god. No, the Mako in 1 actually put me up a wall. And then the Mako in 2 having the audacity to be a part of DLC for Firewalker and still just, I'm gonna let you have your Mako. It's not for me, it's for Sanjan. I can't.
It's sort of meme here, which is like, if the Mako does not exist, I no longer exist.
Hang on, I see Elcor lines in chat too. Surprised. How in the galaxy did this happen? Like that's such an Elcor moment. Oh my god. That just for some reason reminded me of the Hanar, and I'm not surprised. I'm ecstatic that there's no Hanar in this run, because the Hanar are god. Because we have the Cerberus people who are terrorists, and then the Hanar, I want to say, are the religious extremists.
Yeah, they're trying to. They've got a religion, the Hanar religion, which they're trying to blast at everyone, and everyone else is just like, okay, I love that for you? Question mark.
The question mark is actually frying me. Oh my god. Someone said it was the Hammerhead in 2. Was it the name of the DLC though, Firewalker? I thought that was the name of it. I could be wrong. I'm always open to being corrected. All of this stuff is just like a lore bomb in my head. Oh, let's see if they behave this time.
Nice.
Oh my god,
that's pretty good.
Man tried it.
It was a little slower getting up there, but that was quite good. So you have to do a lot of random dialogue. Shepard doesn't have time for that. She's tired and she wants to get on vacation. ASAP.
This is so real. Oh my gosh. But Mako enjoyers. Okay, no, you're right. You actually, now that I'm playing it back to my head, in 2 it was the Hammerhead. You are absolutely correct. Because it was a different design, and this worked out really well for you this time. I know at RPG Limit Break they were giving you problems.
Giving you a little trouble. All right, this is the less likely one, but we'll try anyways. Oh, okay, let's go.
Nice.
Now that's what I'm talking about. So it's pretty precise timing for that, and as far as I understand it, kind of RNG, but you can jump to that nemesis right before they climb down the ladder, so that is really good. That saves like 4 or 5 seconds of having to climb the ladder.
Oh hey, it's Ryan Ford.
It's our boy Gary Stu.
I was gonna say it's our boy Ryan Ford, but also yes, it's the Gary Stu fight. More drones, more cronies, and
I have to
there's
watch
a couple
for him
of
moving ASAP because I don't want to be in his melee range, mainly because he's just gonna sit there and just like have an epic gamer TM duel, and I'm just like, okay, I don't care.
Yeah, and then he has like his big shockwave, which is the primary thing that you're gonna see Sanjan dodging for, because the rest of it is just Just I'm a interesting boss TM, and he talks trash the entire time while being 3v1'd, and it's a whole ordeal. And now I believe we're walking into the final missions.
Yep, we are on Earth. We're going to London for the epic showdown. Surely it's gonna go well because we're on a base save and we didn't you know. We're speedrunner. Shepard's a speedrunner in the speedrunner canon, you know. Surely it's gonna go well.
Right.
She wants to get on that vacation quick and fast, you know. I don't blame her.
Oh my god, the number of Reapers that are all over the map. Absolutely dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Yeah, so for the final missions, these can be a little bit meh, strictly because of the fact that there is a lot of segments where Sanjan is going to do stuff where we murder things, we yell at people who are incompetent as hell at their job, and then we hurry up and wait. We hurry up and wait. And I am actually going to get my phone prepared because I should have a timer ready for you for when you get to that segment with the world's most indestructible telephone booth.
Yeah.
Doctor Who says hello. Doctor Who says hello.
Doctor Who sends his regards.
He'll when you go on vacation, make sure you make your first stop to Barcelona. I can't believe I just said that. I actually have Doctor Who lore in my brain. When did this happen? Yeah, you can go ahead and take me off. Nope, I'm not gonna say that because Richard kicked me out last time. Nope. I'm gonna relax. Oh my god, that was a whole thing. I can feel your finger hovering over the buttons, Richard. Stop it. So yeah, in this particular section, there's all types of Reapers, there's all types of nonsense happening. We're going to use the Hades cannon to get rid of some of the larger enemies, so you'll see Sanjin just grab it up, and it's reserved strictly for those larger enemies. We're going to charge it up, and as soon as things come out that need to be shot, take care of that. This is another case where, because we have some randomizing, we're going to pray that people act right, and they just crawl out in a kind of nice staggered order like we see here, so we should be in good shape. And then we're going to progress to the next camp of people who do not have a single competent bone in their body. Oh, I was like, that side's been empty for a minute. Y'all good?
Where are they going?
Maybe they clocked out. It's very possible. I love your teammates just shooting into the wall. We're helping. You're doing wonderful, sweetie. You're doing great.
Oh, go, Edie. Go, Edie. She's trying to melee that cannibal. I love that for her.
She heard me through the mic. Was like, I'm tired of being made fun of. I can contribute. I mean, go off, queen. You a whole AI that said, I'm tired of being a boat and putting yourself into a mechanical body. That gives you baddie points by default.
So this one's essentially an auto scroller. You can make it slightly faster if you kill the enemies pretty quick, as PT mentioned. But you can think of Earth as 2 missions in one. So this is the interlude portion where you're meant to be talking to your squad mates and sort of getting just like the last minute talk from them, any pep talks or talks with your love interest. Shepard wants a vacation ASAP.
Mm-hmm. And so when we get through this next section, it's going to be kind of more the same of what we just saw. Sanjan is going to go out, pistols blazing. There's going to be lots of Reapers that show up, and we're going to kind of be biding the time, killing enemies until we get to a certain point. Oh, actually, first we're going to stare directly into the light. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Me when I'm blind.
There's like these husks that you can shoot, but you don't have to do anything. No, they've got it.
Oh my god. Oh, that was like the last sip of my pomegranate juice, and that was almost a tragedy. Oh my god.
Well, yes.
Oh my god, that was funny. Yeah, we like I said, this section is a lot of hurry up and waiting. We're just gonna stare directly at the light.
Yeah, I'm zooming in because I can quickly skip the cutscene holding the right mouse button.
Oh my god, Instant Cat. If somebody did the Freerin meme crying, but it was Shepard crying and it just says, "I'm tired, boss," that would fix me.
What's his condition?
That would be so good. But yeah, we're also to the point where there's not really a whole lot of extra yapping I particularly need to do. So, you know, we're just kind of moseying around London, and we're going to wait for some points. And I know that there's a specific save you said, Sanjan, that when it hits, I need to hit a timer for you.
Yeah, this first part is just running. Oh, I think it killed my audio again, so unfortunate on that one. This audio glitch can happen sometimes, or it kind of locks into the menu or the intro mission music and locks in everything else, so we won't be hearing dialogue. But surely, unfortunately, we also don't get to hear the music. Darn, because the music in this game, the music in this end part is actually good. Hey, buddies. Hey, buddy.
Oh, there's. Hi, girl. Hey, yeah, you gotta get out of here.
Hey, girl.
Oh, and stop blocking.
Hey, girl. Hey. Listen, the banshees kind of appear like that though. They just pull up on you, just like, hey,
diva,
and then they teleport to you. You're just like, nah, I'm cooked. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. And then you just die. Oh, the banshees are obnoxious. I like how there's a Reaper strong point. Oh, the Ravagers. The Ravagers are the Arachne. Okay. I just couldn't remember it. Someone in chat probably
that makes sense.
I didn't see it.
That makes sense because they're poison based.
Anarchy, I can't with you. Oh, I just see the chat. I'm done. I'm tired of you. What you mean? All right, I'm trying to watch out for. Oh my god! Like I said, I love Mass Effect just from a general standpoint. When you brought me on the first time, I was super excited because, as I've said numerous times, this is one of my favorite franchises under the sun. It's just such a good time. It's such a great play. It's just high energy, interesting combat, and I highly recommend it to people. I realize there's another shooter that I play that I didn't name, and that is the BioShock series.
Oh, good one. I actually only played Infinite. I should play the other ones though.
I just started playing the first one a couple days ago.
Ooh, how are you liking it?
It's interesting.
Yeah,
I rock with the vibe. Yeah. As someone who's played way more than his normal amount of Fallout, I do rock with the vibe.
I feel like the amount of Fallout you probably play is unfortunately normal.
Where's
and that's the classification. Is unfortunately
stop being a hiding Henry, brother.
Oh, hang on. I'm locking in for a second because I need to. As soon as I see you get in position, I'm gonna hit.
Yeah, it's still gonna be a little bit. So
okay. I see our friend the telephone box. That's why I'm like, wait.
Yeah, basically when we shoot down the harvester that's coming up at the end here, then we'll take it. Then I'll let you know when.
All right.
But for now, we gotta defend the missile battery against the onslaught of Friends derogatory.
Friends
a little singularity here. Shoot the others.
BioShock 1, I thought was a good time. You already know I'm super activism centric, so anything that allows me to make fun of crappy political ideologies, I'm like, yep, I'm here. I have locked in, I have clocked in, and I'm ready to make fun of you. I also just liked it thematically. BioShock 2 gets hated on a bunch, and it kind of sucks because it's actually a pretty decent game. It gives you a perspective of things from BioShock 1-ish with a different set of enemies and players. And then BioShock Infinite just kind of does its own steampunky thing. I love a good steampunk setup, and I like the gameplay. I actually enjoyed the gameplay a lot. Your last episode of Hidden Heroes that had a variety pack on it, I was very much seated for that because I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna watch BioShock Infinite. This is correct. That is what we're doing now. Oh, whoa!
Yellow.
Come up. No!
Oh, who is you?
Basically, like, hello? Whose mains is this? Come pick him up. Yeah, BioShock 2 is good and gets slept on real bad. And in BioShock Infinite, I agree with Insignificant Cat. It is a good game, but it is held back by just some very, very silly stuff. And that's the best way to describe it, is there's silly things that hold it back. Oh!
Alright. That
Thumb
was
is ready.
a pretty segment, so once we kill the harvester and then see the save from after, first off, we gotta deal with our friendly neighborhood brutes who wanna give hugs, but I don't want their hugs. Their hugs make me lose time. So...
I for some reason, I just expected you to finish that a different way. I don't know why. I mean, it's an accurate assessment, but I just expected that to have a different ending. Oh, Bioshock 2 also maybe has the best content in the series, with the Minerva's Den DLC is extremely good.
Oh.
Bioshock 2 is another one that has some fun multiplayer in it.
Going, buddy.
And it got slept on.
Harvester?
What kind of silly stuff? I don't really want to get into it just too much because some of it has to do with activism TM, and other parts of it is just really like me getting really deep into gaming history and game design brain, and nobody on Hotfix needs that. Brother!
Oh,
we're gonna have to say that for the next episode.
Yeah, next episode. It's gonna be an episode of Hidden Heroes where it's just me on camera, and I'm wearing my favorite steampunk corset.
Right,
I'm like, I'm gonna
ready.
explain to you everything going on in Bioshock. Getting ready.
Lock it into it.
Now. All right. So after the save prompt comes up, we're basically sitting here for we gotta survive for 90 seconds, not 90 minutes. Holy. So
90 minutes would be demonic. Hey, Richard, we need to put up a second, maybe third break.
Right.
We're about to be here for a minute. Sorry. We put the estimate in wrong. I just love this because this is the world's most durable telephone booth.
yeah, this telephone booth I've seen a lot. And also, I would like to apologize again for the loss of music. Maybe this is it's supposed to have very epic music, which just shows you how grim the situation is, but we're sitting here listening to menu music here. So I guess you can put up your own Benny Hill theme or whatnot. Equivalent.
And while I'm watching the timer, Dread Optimus, I would love to do more lore videos, but the unfortunate truth is I still owe y'all a how to play Triple Triad video. I never forgot about it. I still have my Triple Triad card, so I can show y'all. 30 seconds remaining, by the way, Shan-Chan.
Okay. Let me know when it's about 20. Yeah, the Doctor Who telephone booths are going in.
20 seconds. You're at 10 seconds.
And I would also like to mention we're coming up on the last about 3.5 minutes
five.
or so. And there's going to be a very epic final boss that you're all very excited for.
Alrighty, there we go.
Score. Oh.
London telephone booths can famously handle a rocket launcher and massive lasers. Correct. And they time
pretty
travel
much.
sometimes. So this entire closing sequence cracks me up because it really goes, when I say that they had EA money, this is the most EA money moment under the sun, because you have epic lasers, you have helicarriers, you have Makos getting shot in the dirt, everything's destroyed except for Shepard. And it's you're just running through all this casually.
Alright,
I
here's
have to
the
be
final
quiet.
boss of the speedrun.
I think they
I have to
got
be
it.
quiet.
Everyone's emotional. Everyone is so emotionally ready for this epic gamer moment.
Also, a fun fact, this NPC that's here is
Major
kinda,
I believe.
he's just hanging out,
He's just vibing.
just chilling. Not who let that.
I believe the sound should fix itself after going into the conduit. Alright, here it is, our friend.
Oh no!
Oh.
I got it.
Oh man,
Ouch.
got him.
That's the final boss down. Alright, so this last segment is just basically a walking simulator, so I'll just take this time to do my shoutouts here. So shoutouts to PT for commentating this run with me. It's always a joy to have you. You bring a lot of energy to the couch, and just with a lot of knowledge and a lot of memes. And I know chat and everyone loves yapping about Mass Effect so much.
I I can yap about Mass Effect for days. This is one of those. This Bioshock. I know a lot of people know me for my Sonic commentary because I'm a very big Sonic sicko. But this Bioshock, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, anything that's like really interesting long-term lore, I am very, very, very heavily invested in that. The only time you'll get me angry about lore is with fighting games, and I will stand firm on business and saying fighting game lore sucks. Please do not pay attention to it. And if you ask what fighting game, yes. All of them.
And
Yes.
yeah, shout outs to the
Yes.
Bioware speedrunning community. I learned a lot from just watching their videos and doing runs. Like I've done all of the Mass Effect speedruns, and I will say this is the most, again, not stressing enough, this is probably the most successful speedrun, and there's also mods for Mass Effect 1 and 2 for Legendary Edition to make the cutscene skips for them, so it's that accessible to learn how to speedrun Mass Effect.
Oh God! Oh, of course, Shakespeare.
And of course, thanks Anarchy for having me.
Of course.
For your show, and yeah, watch Lady Arcader's Out of Bounds next or this Sunday.
This Sunday and Monday coming up very, very quick.
Mm-hmm.
And just a quick comment. Normally, we would have a 15-minute long, boring segment with Timmy here, but because of the mod, this is just 15 seconds.
I really love how the Elusive Man just never ever clocked how deeply he was indoctrinated. Because by the time you get here, when you see him in 2, he just has the weird, like, all-seeing, cryptic eyes. And when you get here to him, it's like it's up his chin, it's crawling up his neck, it's all in his hands. And I'm like, so do you by chance know a man named Saren? And do you remember his fate? Trick question. You probably saw that and was like, yep, sign me up. So.
He probably didn't care. Also, timer's coming up soon. As soon as this happens, we're not going to talk to the kid. Time. So be it. So
in the cycle,
the TLDR is the child is a personification of the Reapers, I believe, and the choices that
like
Shepard made.
Yeah, it's something like that. It's one of the reasons I hate that the ending is tied to multiplayer, because the only way you can get the quote-unquote best ending is if and only if you played the multiplayer and you had 100% readiness when you went into London.
Yeah. I know there's a lot of different opinions and about this game. I think it's
game dev
despite everything, it's still such a good fun game, and I think it's a pretty good conclusion to this sort of epic series that we have with Shepard. I know Shepard's a very iconic character. And yeah, so we picked the bad ending here. So unfortunately, Shepard is doomed to repeat the speedrun over and over again. Sorry,
As
Shepard.
is a Spectre's life.
Yeah, that's the life of a Spectre.
Just get an ice pack next time.
That is unfortunate, but with that, GG's, Sanjan, do you have any shoutouts before we, or any more, I guess, before we head out for the night?
That's pretty much it on my end. Don't forget to tune in to Lady Arcader's Out of Bounds. I'm the finale run of this, which will be on Monday, so come over and enjoy the runs that we have. It's going to be a fun time.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Sanjan and PT. That was an absolute blast. That was genuinely so fun. I love cutting up with you both. But with that, we are going to go ahead and end off this episode of Hidden Heroes for the night. Once again, this was a preview episode of Lady Arcader's Out of Bounds Toronto, or Out of Bounds 3, which is going to be live in Toronto, Ontario, Canada on Sunday, June 14th and Monday, June 15th as part of Toronto Games Week. So if you're interested, make sure you either attend the event if you're in Toronto, or go to Lady Arcader's the Twitch channel to catch it next week. Gonna be very, very excited to be there. I'm also going to be there. I'm going to be opening the event with Backyard Sports. So Coach Anarchy is going to be making a triumphant return. So if all of these runs today and that sounds interesting to you, make sure you check it out. But with that, Remember, my friends, you are all great and you're all heroes. Good night for me. And of course, we ended this episode off with the finale of Out of Bounds 3, but make sure you stick around for Express Lane to catch the runner in the game that will be opening SGDQ 2026 with Express.